Can you guys hear me? All right. I'm here because I want to go over Sage's live. Yes, I'm going to stream it. Um, I'm so sick of people. So sick of people. Hold on 1 minute. Let's put this on. Screen share. All right. Hold on. Let me get my phone together here. Because this is what we're doing now, right? Okay. So now I can see the chat on my phone. Can you guys hear me? Can you let me know? Okay, good. So here's what I want to do. I haven't watched Sage's live yet, but apparently I take up space in her head, and I took up 4 hours and 10 minutes of her time today. I'm trying to move on, recreate my channel, get away from these people. I don't know why she continues, but I wish she would quit. She has chicken on a stick on here. The little bit I did watch of this video of hers, she was giving commentary on the messages, not reading complete messages. The reason I didn't share the whole messages is because my mother is in a hospital dying, and we spoke about my mother, and I didn't want to do that. Plus, I was talking about people that I couldn't make public. I didn't have time to go through and redact the whole beginning of these messages. So we're going to go through this. I'm going to pull my messages up, and then we'll scroll through my messages. I have them ready to go. I will let you read them all. I will read them to you without commentary so that you can see them and understand them. But I want to start with, before we even start this, I have not watched Sage in months. It has been at least since April or May. Okay. This woman reached out to me out of nowhere. I don't even know the reason. I did not respond to her for a couple of days. I'm trying to remember how it went. I did a live, my first live on my channel, I believe, on this new channel. And she had chicken on a stick on her panel. Chicken on a stick was told by her attorneys, by her attorney, according to him, not to reach out to me, not to contact me, not to talk to me, and I was to do the same. That's exactly what I was doing. She had no right to go on Sage's panel and address me in any manner. Okay. I would like for these women to leave me alone after this. This is the very last time I'm addressing this, but I've seriously had enough. So let's watch this and see what the hell is going on. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Because here we are, chicken on a stick on her panel, the third time addressing me when I am told not to reach out to this woman.
This is set to private right now. We're going to decide if we want to, at the end, if we want to make it public. But
Right.
Chicken on a Stick has some things she wants to say concerning Crystal at Crystal's Crime Time, as do I. And I'm going to allow Crystal to start, and then I'm going to go into mine, and I will be showing the, quote, infamous messages from Facebook that Crystal chopped and screwed up on her video to make it look a certain way. So
I didn't chop her messages. I started at a certain point and I posted them all in order. I wrote that fairy tale thing or whatever. I told you what my theory was last night, as plain as I could. I did not chop her messages, and you will see that. I believe she chopped them, though, but I don't know. I haven't watched this video yet. So let's see.
You've got the floor, love.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I've known about the fairy tale, and not just this morning, I woke up to the speculation and opinion talk where she says that she has spoken with an attorney and she can give details, but this, that, and the other, those things might have actually been accurate had we have not been in litigation before. But since we've obviously been in litigation before and she continues to do that, she's just digging her own grave. But anyway, I wanted to go over some of those things.
And the fact that your name was already mentioned on there in its entirety.
Several times. It's like every third night she mentions my name.
This almost feels like it's been a setup. Like Sage is doing this on purpose. And I don't know why. I still am trying. It's beyond me to figure out why she even reached out to me in the first place.
My county, something. I mean, she's got, people sending killer looks to my home address. So, so I'm just going to throw it all out there.
Okay.
I sent killer looks to her home address. I've never spoken to killer looks. Never. Whatever he got, whatever information he got on his own. And he was putting out his information, I think, prior to mine, which means that he did that with none of my help.
Okay, I spoke to attorney, blah, 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 blah. Chicken on a Stick has a father-in-law who lives next to an airport. Okay, my father-in-law has an airstrip. Him and his neighbor, they have an airstrip. They're both retired pilots. This was very active 10 years ago. Since then, my father-in-law's had some health issues. He doesn't fly anymore. He hasn't since probably 5-6 years. He had a stroke, and he also has AFib. I think he might be allowed to take up his little planes sometime, but
he still owns 24 planes.
He just pretty much got rid of everything. And even right now, we're in the process of downsizing to help my in-laws out because they're older. My mother-in-law is 78. She's a retired nurse. It's just, it's that time of life for them. And so for all of this to be coming up is very hurtful.
Okay.
Well, for all of this to be coming up, it is very hurtful. My mother's in the hospital dying at this moment, taking her last breaths. She's been sick for a long time with cancer, but here we are. I've been dealing with it the whole time with Sage. She's messaging me. Sage was messaging me while I was with my mother, okay? Trying to care for my mother. I told her several times I couldn't talk to her. I was busy that day. We spoke about my mother dying.
I do live near the park because she keeps going on about where I live. Yes, I live near Warriors.
She also lives behind the Walgreens and the Sonic.
Only lived here for, I don't know, about 8 years. So when she talks about me being local, or I wasn't local, in times in my life, I have not been local. And in the past,
we will go over the last lives that she did with Sage, where she says she moved away in 1990 something and she hasn't been back.
8 to 5 years, I have been more local than I have been in other times, like my father and him getting sick and then he eventually passed away. There's just family things that require that. Another thing, I didn't grow up 3 doors down from Andy either way. However, on that street, 3 doors down on either way, it's probably people that I care about.
She did grow up there. Ben Verifier.
But I did not grow up there. This is a fairy tale.
Not to mention, she also said it on Sage's live. On one of the other 2 lives.
That Crystal has taken from Jody and just, I don't know, constructed it however, but it has nothing, in my opinion, to do with Summer Wells and more to do with either Crystal trying to exploit Jody or Jody trying to push a narrative.
I'm actually trying to get Jody out of my life and move on with my channel. I would like to do what I set out to do in the beginning before I got intertwined with these people that I want nothing to do with.
Also in there, Andy, 3 Doors. He's my cousin. Yes. My father-in-law having 24 airplanes registered in his name. That sounds crazy. I don't know where he would put them. There's a hangar.
I don't either, but if you go to Ben Verify, it has it with all the numbers of each plane he owns. Go look it up. Public information.
But you can only put like 2 airplanes in a hangar, but like I said, he's not been dealing with that. Actually, if you look on it, it's Roach Farms now. It has nothing to do with my last names. There she goes again about me having a cousin as well as Rooster Chicken, Fred H. My husband owns business at Clay Real Estate. I do real estate. We do not have hemp farms. I don't know Fred Hill.
Look online. Look online about the hemp farms. Look online. It's there. I posted it. It's in my... Actually, hold on. Let's go back to my page. Hold on. Because I can show this. It's a public link. If you guys can see. Hold on. No, that ain't it. I'm sorry, guys. This is ridiculous. This is not what I wanted to do tonight. Where are... There's the airport. Guys, where are these links? I didn't delete them. I can even go look it up. Hold on. They're public knowledge. Just give me a minute. They gotta be on here. No. Sorry, my husband's writing me. Where the hell did I start this fairy tale shit? I did have a rogue mod, so God knows what's been deleted on my page that I didn't delete. There was 2 links, one in the comments section. Here we go. Peppy Products LLC. Look at the name on it. Right here. This is Hempfields. Okay? So, she's full of shit. It's right here. Okay? Can you see that? So she can continue to keep lying. Wait. Let me go to the comments. Here you go. There's more. Okay? So she can continue to lie. Let's go back to Sage.
Am I related to it? Maybe, because I'm from there. The Rooster Chick, no clue. MC cousin, no clue. I did say that I did not know that Jody Sue Brown existed, because that's the truth until, I'm going to say, 5 or 6 years ago.
She didn't know Jody Sue Brown existed, but her and Amy have been friends forever and ever. Please, I have Squall's panels. I am. And she was sticking up for Jody Sue's sister when she came on the second time after she said I doxed her. Okay? Saying that is my friend. That has been her friend for years and years and years.
Like I said, getting back in touch with people, you learn about things. Well, she had friended my friend, and he was like, "This is Amy's sister," and I was kind of like, "No way," because I didn't believe that Amy had a sister, and I told them for weeks.
She didn't know Amy had a sister. Okay, let me tell you that I have a picture of them in high school. Okay, they're all together sitting at a lunch table. I posted it in my old YouTube Crystal's Crime Time, and everybody's seen it. So, whatever.
Months that I didn't believe that she was real. And then, we friended on Facebook and she was real. So, but I did not know Amy had a sister. I didn't know anything about her until then. We did have a falling out on Facebook.
You
Apparently,
and Jody had a falling out.
yes, it was friends, like mostly friends that are my age, but she was involved. One of the males there had stated that he thought that he had a pretty good chance with me, my friend's cousin, Amy, and Jody Sue. Jody Sue was with Andy. I was married. Luke's cousin was married. Amy was probably dating Mark. I didn't take too kindly to that, so I called him out on Facebook. Well, Jody Sue takes this to her advantage that I'm doing something, I don't know, but it's kind of like causes a rift there, which is fine.
Okay.
Because like I don't want to be friends with someone who's going to talk about me like that anyway.
Well, I'm glad you cleared that up because that's the first time I've heard it, and it's been driving Crystal crazy trying to figure out what the problem was between you guys 5 years ago, which I don't see how any of that has anything to do with Summer either.
It wasn't driving me crazy. Jody Sue told me about it. I have it recorded. Okay? I can play it.
Sure, go ahead.
Nothing that I know of, right? Okay, so also she talks about Amy and I being best friends. We were never best friends. We went to school together. We were friends with each other. We're friendly. I never spent the night at her house. I never had her phone number. She didn't have my phone number. We left. We both.
But they were friendly enough that she got on panel to talk crap on her sister. Okay? And then come back on panel and say, I'm just on here sticking up for my friend.
Left the area, went to ETSU. I remember being in Johnson City. I'd go to Bailey sometimes. She'd be working, she worked the bar. I would see her there. And then later on in life, she did real estate for a little bit. I didn't, run into her, but, we've been Facebook friends. We're like friends, I don't know, from afar, but we've been brought together because of this situation.
Mm-hmm.
I do not know who TT is. There's also, it says on here that someone put
I never said she knew who TT was, but I did say that they are all related. You can go to ancestry.com, look it up. Go look at the many Facebook pages of these people. It's there.
It out on someone.
Yeah, that was the first I heard about it too. I've been learning everything via Crystal's comments. So
okay, yeah. So if that is true, call the police because
someone. See, she can't just make vague statements like that when she's speaking about people.
Well, she says it's my father-in-law. I'm pretty sure that put the kid out. I don't know who he was putting it out on.
She doesn't state that. She's so.
I was told by somebody. I said it was speculation. I was told by somebody. And I'm not even going to continue that because I'm trying to be done with this.
Vague.
That's true.
She inserts it in the middle of accusations she's making about others. So then this is what I'm saying. She's going to eventually get somebody hurt.
Absolutely. I just learned today that her maiden name or her other married name was Mulvey, and she has a record. So
I said that I had a record. I have 2 charges, one for my dog biting somebody and another one for a fist fight that a woman threw my daughter to the ground at a playground because her 16-year-old daughter was having a group of 9-year-olds beat my daughter up, and I caught it and I went down and called the little girl bitch, and her mom came up running down the street, getting in my face. My daughter got in between us and she slammed my daughter to the ground by pushing her. So I whooped the bitch's ass. You're fucking right, I did. So I have a record with 2 misdemeanor charges. Yes, my maiden name was Mulvey. It wasn't even my maiden name. It was my first husband's name. He is now dead. Okay? He committed suicide. So what's your problem?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that. I knew that Jody Sue did. I did not know that she did. We didn't deep dive her. We didn't see her as much of a threat because she lived in Pennsylvania.
Well,
but she goes on and on about me.
You guys must be, even now. She doxed you. You've just doxed her on her last name prior. So, you're even there. Well, pretty much with the last name of. I mean, it's not really doxing because she says it's not doxing. But it
is public record.
All of her information's public record too, and I don't care if she doxes me because I've doxed myself and I've told my story 1,000 times.
Go with it,
Mm-hmm. Right. It's public record that I could see that she.
Hi, Mercedes. Hi, I plead the fifth. Hi, Country Christian. Hi, Pie in the Sky. Hi, Sugar and Spice. I'm sorry I didn't get on and give a good roundup. I'm just agitated.
has some charges from before. I mean, she could look up my name and, she puts the court papers online. So I guess it's
That's what I'm
okay.
saying. That's what I'm saying. She can do these things and claim it's not these things. That it's nothing bad. That it's all
Right.
public record and so on.
So then it should
But
be
if you say
fine.
anything about her, then she flips the switch. So I was just letting you know to expect that, to go in that direction
I'm not flipping no switch.
and be prepared for it, because that's how she plays.
Okay.
No, Sage, that's how you play.
All right. But okay, so she has this thing in her mind about, because I live near the horse stables, that maybe, and I live near Sonic, I don't know how I was supposed to intercept the Wells that day, or, I'm not friends with the Wells. I'm not friends with anyone who's friends with the Wells. None of my people know anybody down there. Also,
Now, please let me state that she is doxing herself, okay? So this definitely will not stand in court.
so there is the,
Wait,
looks like a
wait,
s-
before you go any further, that is something
Uh-huh.
that always confused me too, because just because you live in that area, what is she actually trying to say? Just because someone lives in that area, that makes them the same area.
I'm trying to say that somebody that lives in the area that didn't know Jody Sue, that didn't know Squall, that only had contact with Jody Sue's sister intermittently for years and years and years, had no business going on panel to address what she thought of Jody Sue or anybody else involving this case. She got on Squall's panel, nobody even knew who she was. It makes no sense for her to say she didn't know these people. Meanwhile, she came on the scene stating she knew them, right?
Or near
Right.
the area that Summer was last seen. Doesn't mean, because that would mean that anybody that worked at Sonic.
exactly, or
You see
lived
what I mean?
lived in my area near the lake. I mean, come on,
Mhm.
Did I ever say she worked at Sonic?
there's a lot of people who live here.
It's just she's going around and she's systematically picking people and trying to fit them in, squares
But it's-
into circles. And
No, Sage, you're systematically starting shit by writing me. You had no business writing me on Facebook, ever.
it's gotten to the point where it's a little bit ridiculous.
It's
my
ridiculous.
opinion.
It's fantastical, and it's dangerous.
Mhm.
But something that I noticed is that all of
Well, then maybe you shouldn't have came on YouTube. You're looking for attention.
these people have something to do with me. Okay,
Mhm,
like
yeah.
so, and
And
also
Squall.
it has to do with, well, I guess Squall, but Jody Sue's vendetta, because like the things
Mhm.
that she released on the thing, she said, okay, because it says I told you that a long time. Yeah, when I was talking to Squall, God, back then I might have talked to her like a week. So
Right.
3 days is a long time. If I've only known you a week.
Chicken
Um,
on a stick. Listen to
Hold on, guys. Emphasis. I remember you telling me that a long time ago. Let's continue.
this. This is what her vendetta is. All the people that were on that page.
Hi, as above, so below. Everybody, please welcome her. She's my main mod. She will make sure things are controlled. Thank you for being here.
Panel. The only people she has left out was Piper and pretty much Shay, because she keeps removing everything that she talks about with Shay. You see
Okay.
what I mean? But that panel,
I have no business to do anything with Piper. I was never involved in her shit except for she got on a panel and called me names and started on me with this chicken on a stick.
that you guys did was on Squall's panel.
Yes.
Scott, you, Squall. It's systematic. The people that she feels that has done something to her, so she's out for blood in
You're absolutely fucking right, I am.
every way she can find. You know what I mean? On each
Yes.
one of those people. Plus, she's so wrapped up in Jody
Yes, Mercedes, I'll give you your wrench back. Let me get a little through this.
Sue's personal drama that she can't get out of it.
Right.
And I don't know
I
what
mean,
Jody Sue has on her.
I removed all my wrenches because I had a rogue mod last week who was going into my comments on my community wall and deleting comments, and it was causing confusion and people were accusing me of deleting things. So I had to go in and delete all of my mods. I kept as above, so below, and I added cynical today. I will add you back just as soon as I can. I apologize.
But she must have something on her for her to fight so hard over Jody Sue's personal drama.
stuff. Yes.
And I don't know why these people think that I want to be friends with Jody Sue, or I'm not sticking up for Jody Sue.
Oh, I mean, the little short she's done. Okay, she's talking about a friend of ours' business that she has no reason to know anything or to tell. Why would she tell Crystal in Pennsylvania about someone's uncle dying, them selling their business, and things of that? What is that?
because
None of your business. That's what it is. Why are you worried about it?
she just likes to talk. The woman is like what everybody said, the nosy neighbor. That's Jody Sue.
I'm sorry, Mercedes, that you've had a horrible day. I hope it gets better for you because mine just doesn't end.
My opinion.
Yeah.
And so anyone
Oh.
that's willing to listen, she's got lots to say.
Yeah, but that's probably true. But my friend is so everyone is we hate that we have stepped into this what we have stepped into because I mean it's not helping Summer Wells at
No.
all.
So why did you step into it? That's the number one question. Can you please explain to us why you stepped into this case when you claim you do not know these people?
It's internet fodder and Connery, if you will.
This is another thing that she's been going on, and she's going to circle back around. So if you care, anything that I say, you don't.
If you see my community post today, I'm trying as much as I can to get as far away from this as I can. I'm not circling back around to anything. I wanted to bring it to a conclusion so that I can move on.
Don't have to answer, okay? I just
No,
want
you're fine.
she keeps going back to the fact that you knew Squall beforehand, before you went on her panel. My last
gosh.
live I did with you,
Right.
I made sure to say, did you reach out to Squall? And you clarified that.
Yes.
I think Crystal has a problem with comprehension, or she's like a horse, that's wearing blinders. She can only see things her way, and nothing else can enter.
Right.
Any kind of logic won't come through.
Is that why you just gave me 4 hours of your time again?
No matter how many times.
I think Sage has been lacking on subs or views or something and just wanted to pick a fight. This honestly feels like something she has done on purpose. Again, like I said, I haven't watched her in months. I had no need to watch her. I haven't even spoken to her. I never had a relationship with Sage. We chatted in my comments here and there on my old channel, and that was the extent of it.
Yes.
Say it.
Yes, because 100% I contacted Squall. I contacted her, me.
Did
And
you
it
know
wasn't,
Squall
I did not
before
know her, and I
you reached
still
out to her?
don't know her.
Okay.
How do you contact somebody you don't know? Why would you reach out to her? Why would you contact her? It's because you wanted to make yourself present. So you've done that.
I know nothing about her other than, the things that she has told me on, through messages. But like for them to say, she's whoever Marlena Crawford is, I can't say yes or no because I don't know her either.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all right.
But yeah, just the things that is talked about. It interests me that like she talks about like my businesses and people. It's like about protecting my businesses. If you do real estate, or let's take Amy's husband. If you're Mark and you're doing you're doing sales, and then there's a piece put on you on the internet, and the whole.
Why have these people never said that they work at car lots, direct car lots, pretty much run car lots with lots of red Toyotas? Why is that a secret?
Whole world can see it. Thankfully, here not many people really dive into YouTube true crime, but if that could cost him a
No,
job,
but anybody that Googles the name
oh yeah,
is going to pull it up. That's the whole nefarious whole thing about it. In my
and then it
opinion.
connects to supposed child P rings and
Mhm.
things of that nature. It's horrible. But
Who would
one
want to do a
false.
test drive with somebody?
You mean the same thing yins are doing to many others like Frank Light and Jody Sue Brown? I mean, isn't this the same exact thing? You, chicken on a stick, came on to talk shit on Jody Sue Brown. What was the purpose of that?
That's
Yes.
putting out information like that, and then you trying to protect your businesses and stating that she makes it
Yes.
look
She wouldn't have to protect her businesses if she never came to YouTube.
nefarious, like you're doing something wrong. Who in their right mind wouldn't be trying to protect their businesses when they have someone the likes of Crystal Primetime out
Well,
there
and my-
talking and tagging people with greater audiences than she has so that she can get the attention?
Are you serious? I've been gone for months. I was gone for months and months and months. I posted 2 things about her before I left.
That's
Well,
exactly what she's doing.
That's what she's doing. Yes, and but
And they were pictures. There was a picture of her and Benny that I edited, and she tried to tell me that Benny was her child. Over and over and over.
YouTube should be her business. She's a creator. That's
It
what
is
I mean.
business.
Apparently,
She's making,
yeah,
well, she
that's
doesn't
how
have
she makes
enough to
money.
make money on right now. That's what she's trying to do. She's trying to get it to the level where she can monetize.
Well, I don't really.
These people, man.
I understand all that, but I mean, that's just what I'm thinking. It's like YouTube is your business. I'm not trying to tear your business down. I mean, I'm trying to state facts over here on my side, but
Mhm.
you know,
Which
it
you're
would be the
entitled to
same
do.
way. It's like it's the same reason that you would protect something.
Mhm.
That's how you make your money.
And she's never made it clear what her riddle means.
I made it clear last night. She just read some of it.
You know, it's like, here it is. Here's all this stuff. I'm sorry, I can't talk about it because, you know, I had this lawsuit before. So here it is. Y'all do the work, but I really didn't make myself clear. And now I've got a bunch of people trying to assume they
Yes.
know what she's talking about. Plus, she's putting names with people in towards me in my research, which is absolutely incorrect and has created trouble there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show the messages between Sage and I in their entirety. Okay? Scrolling, not screenshots. I have it set up. I'm ready.
And people are still listening to everything she says. And that's what's mind blowing. You know, it's like, okay, if you have something to say, Crystal
Say it.
Grind Time, say it loud and clear. Stop
Yeah.
with the innuendos and the insinuations and the BS.
Sage Sleuth, this is bullshit. Okay? The fact that I have to address you again when I'm trying to move on is bullshit. You're keeping it going for whatever reason. I do not know. I don't even know what the hell this fight is about. I don't even know. I don't even know why you reached out to me.
Yeah, that's exactly what she's doing. She's throwing out a bunch of stuff. She goes towards the Brits one minute, she goes towards the Crawfords the next minute, and it's towards people that I've put in words on, you know, just words.
Mm-hmm.
And she wants me to define what all those words mean so that she can figure out what in the hell she's doing.
I never said define what those words mean. You wrote me and asked me to do a private live with you. And I said no. And now your butt hurt.
Which whatever she's doing is Looney Tunes.
Right.
So, but that's what I'm saying. You know, she's dangerous.
It is
in my
dangerous.
opinion.
Yes, I mean, in the little thing that she posted today, it's kind of like, because I'm reading the end of it, it's kind of like she thinks that maybe some people in Beach Creek are like selling meth and like we're like, you know, sending it out by the plane load and making, you know, that's how we have money. No, ma'am, that is not how
That's my opinion and speculation. Yes, ma'am.
we have resources. You know, it don't work like that. It's not Breaking Bad. You know, that's what I mean, that's basically what this, you know, says. And then there's a trucker, the main trucker. She talked to my husband about, or she mentioned my husband and mentioned Tucker, which I didn't learn until forever later that was Don's employment, the
Business,
yeah, his thing. But I am in no way related to that. I don't know Tucker, and I don't know any truckers.
But see, that's what she's doing. She's picking names and then going to Facebook and looking through friends lists and anybody that might have a last name.
Because that's how you research, Sage. It ain't anybody who has a last name. It's how they connect who's friends with who likes what. You scroll over the hearts and the likes and you can see.
You know what I mean? On the
Yeah.
friends list.
Yeah.
Then
And why don't you go to Squall's group and look at the screenshots months earlier to her ever coming on the scene being in the group? Somebody she didn't know that she told a long time ago.
she goes off in that direction and then she starts going, oh my gosh, you know, this person must be connected because of this. You know, it's an area that 90% of, I mean, Jody Sue said that before Summer ever even disappeared, that everyone in that area was related in some sense of the word, whether recently or far back in time. It doesn't mean that everybody is connected or, you know, intertwined.
Friends, we don't all hang out at the Bristol Motor Speedway, you know?
Do you? Because why would you say that?
It's ridiculous. I mean, I don't know how limited her reasoning power is, but it's ridiculous. And she's going from family to family to family and pulling out all the drama she can
One family, Amanda's.
find about these people and putting it out there, but not connecting nothing
She said my name, so now I can say hers.
together.
No, not at all. And, you know, at the same time, I still think that she thinks that, you know, like her and Jody Sue are working together. When I
am not working with Jody Sue. Not in the least.
can say like 100%
Never did.
that Jody is telling her sister, sending her screenshots of how Crystal is stalking and harassing her for Amy's lawsuit. Because, you know, but that's how Jody's trying to spin this.
I know.
And Crystal will just go right for it.
She's going to end up in court with a whole bunch of people here very soon if she doesn't quit her mess.
Including you, Sage, because I'll be calling you as a witness.
That's just facts. You can't get on the internet and just go willy-nilly like she's doing and expect that you can continue that kind of thing. Especially the people that don't live in that area, have never had anything to do with any of them, and she's attacking those people.
Yeah, I mean, my people, my husband's people, they're from the Midwest, so they don't know anyone in Beach Creek. The only person they would know would be me, you know. And like I said, I'm a generation behind. My family, a lot of my family is dead. I have no living
Please check her father-in-law and been verified. I'd really, really like Yins to do that because everything she's saying is bullshit.
grandmas or grandpas. I have very few aunts and uncles. I don't. There's not a lot of reason that I would be out there. I just can't. I can't figure it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I can't, and it's not even feasible to think about it that I live a life on the up and up, but yet I'm doing all these things in the background. No,
She lives her life on the up and up, but she is involving herself, who was never a creator, in the case of a missing child for no reason but to get on and trash somebody that she doesn't know. She sure knew a lot about them the very first time she came to YouTube, right?
one has the time.
She said that in her post that she posted, she said that Jody Sue was doing a lot, talking one night during a live, and she said some names, and Crystal listed down those names. And I believe that this all spun off from there. She keeps going on about the Brits. You know, everybody needs to, listen to my videos about the Brits. Listen to my
Because they connect the names and the people, and it proves what I've been saying, in my opinion.
videos about the Brits. Okay, so what are we supposed to be listening for?
Right?
They've been out there.
Okay.
Everything that she is saying now, she has said back then. The only new stuff is the stuff about you. And I believe that all come from court.
Wow.
And the fact that you guys were on Squall's panel. I think
Yeah.
all of this stuff that she's doing concerning you comes from you having taken her to court. That's my opinion.
Well, I mean, she was. I asked the whole settlement thing. I offered. I said, hey, if y'all just we'll quit. I won't seek monetary damages. Take down what you've done. Don't do any more. My attorney told me that they were talking. That she was going to work out an arrangement with that. And then
We were not talking. There was no arrangement made. The man pulled it out of court because your allegations were we were stopping you from speaking about Summer Wells' case. I'd like to know what gives you the right to act like you're any kind of police officer. And that you have a right. It even says in the court papers that we were discrediting her speaking about the Summer Wells case.
then he went ahead and sent the dismissal letters because I had a family emergency come up. I had things that were more important.
Mhm.
But since it being dismissed, and then everyone showing their true colors, I mean, wow.
It's been interesting these last 3 months. Very
Yeah,
much so.
if people thought that I didn't have a case before it, which they didn't, I did. But wow, now it's like, wow.
Yep, definitely. You most definitely do.
And I definitely have a countersuit, so bring it, bitch.
You most
That-
definitely do.
She mentioned the amount of money on one of her things, that it's just like common in Tennessee, I guess, for when you sue someone for this sort of thing, to keep it like 25 to 75,000 so that they can't change the venue on you. I'm not exactly
And she would know that because probably she does this all the time, right? Wonder how many lawsuits she's had.
sure what the deal is with that, because I don't want to have to be going to Pennsylvania.
Right, it's a lawyer thing. It's just a thing to keep it grounded. You know what I mean? In one
Yeah.
area.
Yeah, but I didn't make that number up. It just, that was what was suggested, and that was what's on the paper. So I mean, I guess everyone can see if they're on her community posts.
Mm-hmm. Or right there when she posted that. You know what I mean? She was breaking the agreement when she
Yes.
posted.
There is no agreement, Sage. There is no agreement. There was never an agreement. Never. I never paid no money to anybody. She can quit lying now.
those papers the first time and she posted them again.
Yes, ma'am.
So right there, she was breaking that agreement between the two
Because there was no agreement. The case was thrown out. How can there be an agreement if the case is thrown out?
of you.
Yes.
It's interesting that Jody's not been saying much of anything over on her channel. Maybe she's the, just watching it all go down right now. You know what
I feel
mean?
like it. She doesn't have to because Crystal's saying it all.
I agree with that too.
Oh my God.
And then, of course, she's trying to, I guess, be on Amy's good side, which makes sense. They're family. If you can work it out, work it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Well,
it's
like-
But that wouldn't have been no help to you, right? You were trying to tear her family apart.
I mean,
said,
that
oh.
truck being released, that picture of that truck, that was, I don't even know.
I didn't release that picture. I didn't give that picture to nobody.
Amy is a much stronger person, much more forgiving than I could ever be.
yeah, me too. Just gonna say that. Me too.
Mhm.
Like I said, some people are going to hit the wrong family someday, and they're they're going to get more than they bargained for, and it's going to be sad. And that's what I have been saying for 3 months now, 4 maybe.
Mm.
I started off with, "Hey guys, everybody needs to be careful what they say," because I saw it coming. I saw
Yeah.
all this coming, and I was
Well,
like,
What did you see coming? I don't even know you, woman. I don't know you. What did you see coming?
not just with law enforcement, because a lot of people are saying things out there that can get themselves in serious trouble with law enforcement, in my
Yes.
opinion.
Yes.
And then not just that, you've got subs too. And I was trying to protect the subs. And I'm like, y'all be careful when you're chatting it up in comments, what you say. Well, then I had to go from that because, I'm all about trying to protect people. And then I had to go from that to, hey, people are going to get sued here. What is going on, everybody? It went from trying to find out what was going on with, Summer and the people surrounding Summer to attacking creators and subs and all this other kind of craziness.
Yeah, I was the one attacked.
Right.
And it's, the last few lives I did, I said I didn't want to be a part of that. And I don't.
Right.
My channel was to try to figure out what's going on, with Summer, past and
Then why are you hosting this again? Why do you keep this going? If that's what your channel's supposed to be about, why do you continue this?
present.
Mhm.
And, I've said from day one, I wasn't interested in the Jody and Andy drama. And it seemed like no matter, the more I said it, the more people tried to pull me into it. And I'm like, hey, you didn't have me in it to begin with. Why is it so interesting now to get me involved in it at this point in the game?
Right. Yeah.
And so, and I told Crystal, I said, you don't want me to pay attention to you because I will pay attention to you. Seriously.
Yeah.
Big time attention.
I didn't ask her to pay attention to me. I didn't ask her to come in to my Facebook Messenger. I didn't ask to talk to her. I didn't ask for her to have chicken on a stick on her panel, not once, but twice in one day. And now a third time. I didn't ask to be friends with her. None of it.
Yeah.
You have no idea. I can go offline right now. I'm still going to pay attention to you. I just say, you just don't know that I am. That's how it works.
I gotta run to the bathroom, guys. I'm going to let this play while I do. I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
But I tried to be nice to this chick when she went to take you to court. Well, whoever took whoever to court. Originally,
I did. Yeah.
she put a post on her community, and this shows you how I think that people don't think. Very impulsive natured and just react. And so she put her address out there on her community tab and said, "Bring it," capital letters.
Oh, wow.
The
Paperwork.
lawsuit,
Okay.
taking out the lawsuit.
Uh-huh.
Well, I screenshot that. You darn right I did.
Awesome.
I screenshot it. So I've been
I don't
sitting
even
on
have
her
that.
address all the single time. I
Right.
even wrote her and told her that she needed to remove it because there were a lot of crazy people out there in YouTube land. And
Yeah.
it wasn't safe for her to have her address out there. So again, I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be protective, and I wasn't taking sides.
Right.
Because one, I didn't know what in the hell was going on with everybody anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I never really did. I'm like all the other subs in a lot of ways, learning through what I see posted, and then what one person says versus the other. And that's why I said recently that I wanted to speak to Crystal, to get her side, because I thought she had some things to say, not in regards to your lawsuit, not
Right.
in regards
In Summer, in regards
Yeah.
to Summer, I get it.
Exactly.
I get it.
and I felt at the time that she was being shut down. And so I was, because she was folks were talking about Marlena Crawford at the time. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And so several channels were discussing Marlena Crawford, and she was discussing Marlena Crawford in chat. So I wanted to get with her to try to, see, what was her line of thinking in regards to Marlena Crawford, because Marlena Crawford was said to have been around Summer, right before Summer
Mhm.
went missing.
Right.
Right. So there was my interest. How he grew to this mess, I have no idea.
Right.
No idea.
Because of people's vendettas and fighting and backhanded ways of doing things,
hmm
but they
Yep.
lose sight of what it's really about.
Backwards way of doing things. Isn't that what you're doing? I mean, these are all people you have claimed you don't know. Why are you involving yourself? I'm so confused by that. Can you please explain that to me?
Yeah, which is Summer. It's all about Summer. But
Well,
it
I
was
appreciate-
interesting. It was interesting for me. I'm going to post the infamous messages here that she chopped up and made a video. I knew, and I called it out
They weren't
before she
chopped
did.
up.
And I said publicly, even on her page, that she wasn't going to put it out as it was done.
Right.
And I knew that was why she had gotten in touch with me in the first place, was because she was going to pick a fight with me and try to get me to post the stuff that she wanted to post and couldn't, because she said she was having to protect herself and her family.
She told me not to post it for a week.
family.
Mhm.
She didn't care about my family.
Right.
Well, she was trashing me and putting me out there and making
I wasn't trashing you, Sage. You were trashing me.
me look suspect in missing child's case, did she? She didn't care about my family or me or
Did you care about my child, or my children, or my family when you hosted this bitch on your page? Did you? Did you care about us when you're trying to throw me back into something I shouldn't even be involved in?
you or anyone else that she's been talking about, or Heather Lynn or the lady, whoever it is that she posted, on those messages that she posted. And so I dealt with this for, oh God, since January 18th with her until
Oh,
she
wow.
January 16th, Sage wrote me. She hasn't dealt with nothing. I've been dealing with it.
made it a point. I ignored it because she would speak about me as a creator.
Mhm.
And it wasn't until, and she wasn't getting what she wanted. And I knew that's what she was wanting. She was wanting me to post the damn messages, which would put me in line of lawsuit.
I never asked her to post the messages until she asked me to post them. I said, if you want them posted, you can post them. You have them. You guys, you can go through my community posts and read this, okay?
And everything else, right?
Right.
So she could get her quote research out there. The
Okay.
research that in the messages she's telling me don't put out there. But
Huh.
within 3 or 4 hours,
She
of her
changed her
writing,
mind.
I asked her not to put them out there yet.
right? Within 3 or 4 hours of her writing me those messages, she went on and did a post on her community wall saying, "And I sang like a bird to a creator."
I did. I went and told you what my theory was. I wasn't going to lie to my subs. Everything I do is out in the open. You wanted to do a private live with me. And I told you no. And your ass is butthurt.
Oh, yeah.
So it took me a while, and I finally wrote her and I was like, are you talking about me? Because if you are, you need to clue me in. I don't know what in the hell you're doing, right?
Right.
Because one minute you're telling me not to share your information, and the next minute you're sitting on your community tab acting like I should be sharing your information. So, I get it. You got it. Crystal's got issues, and
Yeah.
I was trying to take that in consideration. And so she come right out and said, yeah, and I'm like, okay, what? And then still didn't play the game.
She got worried because of what she said to me. And after I told her, yeah. Now, mind you, this was like a couple hours later of us talking. She wants to go change. I didn't mean to say you. I meant to say I.
Game. I told her I didn't want anything to do with her. Leave me alone. So then she started calling me out by name, picking the fight, which we all saw go down,
Yeah.
trying to get me pissed off. And then she said,
I didn't even know there was a fight. You went into my comment section on a post that I put because I was asking you something because we spoke about it and you refused to talk about it.
well, you could put it out there, Sage. And I'm like, no, you're the one. And then saying I brought it all up, that I started
Right.
it all. I have the exact message in every post that has ever been made on that community channel of Crystal Crime Time. Every
Good.
single one.
Awesome.
Every single one.
Mhm.
And I can show who started it, where it went, everything that was said by every single person
Please
on
do.
that community
Then show it. Okay? You want to show it? Show it.
tab. Because you don't get, I'm not speaking about you, you don't get the right to sit there and make accusations against me and think I'm not going to back up my shit.
Yeah.
So I sat there
I didn't make no accusations against you, Sage.
and I waited her out, right? So I knew, and then I said she was going to redact everything. She was going to make it look a certain way, just like she did Shay. When,
Yeah.
they had problems before and she aired, because everybody that speaks with Shay knows that Shay does audios.
Yeah.
When she's talking to you in Messenger, she very
You know what? Here, we're just going to bring the messages up, okay? I put it on spam here so you can't see my real messages. Let's just go through these before Sage does. Now, look, you can see this is my complete messenger for desktop. It shows the whole thing. It scrolls through. You can see every message in its entirety, okay? Now, it's sad because I am being forced to dox people publicly. Sage showed the messages, so they were already out there. So, chicken on a stick, I am allowed to defend myself. I'm sorry that this had to come out this way. Sage writes me, January, oh no, no, hers was January 16th. I don't know why it's shown. I responded to her the 18th, and she'll even say that on hers coming up. Sage writes me, mind you, I have no contact with this woman. I don't watch her channel. I don't know nothing about her. Okay? I'd like to talk to you, but after the recording of Shay and how everyone is recording everyone, I feel on January 16th, it's showing at 5:38 p.m. I'd like to talk to you, but after the recording of Shay and how everyone is recording everyone, I feel uncomfortable. I am just being truthful as to how I feel. Maybe you and I could do a private live. That way, nobody else is involved. And afterwards, if you feel okay, I could make it public. I don't know, just trying to figure out a way that both of us feel comfortable. I waited 2 days to respond to her. I actually did not respond to her because after I didn't respond to her, she had chicken on a stick on her panel. Okay. So she was like giving me no choice but to respond to what she was doing. Okay. So after her live with chicken on a stick, I responded. It took me a while to open this because I'm really not trying to interact privately with other creators. I'm sorry, everything I do from now on will be in the public eye when it comes to creators. I apologize. Please understand. Now, is that not what I have been screaming over the last couple weeks? That I am not holding secrets from anybody any longer. By the way, I didn't record Shay. They were voice messages right here on Facebook. What she did to me was 10 times worse. So there's that. And that's truly how I feel. They were messenger, like where you can go in and record your voice. And yes, I sent them to Jody Sue because she was making threats to somebody's life. Okay? That is what I meant. Now, this is what she skips later. She just goes through and skims through the messages. She doesn't read the messages in their entirety. That is what I meant. I don't know what she did to you, honey. I only know what I saw go down in the lives, what you posted on your channel and what Jody Sue posted on hers. That is the extent of my knowledge about what happened between all of y'all. So then why are you reaching out to me? What is your purpose of reaching out to me? Then we were in her comments and I stated or on my community wall, I can't remember how it went down, but I stated, why are my comments being deleted? Because my comments were being deleted when I was responding to her having chicken on a stick talking about me. So she goes on to say in this live, I caught the first couple minutes of her reading my messages. She goes on to say that I was harassing her in her comments. Meanwhile, she has a whole live wanting me to respond to chicken on a stick. That was what it was about. Okay, so I show her that comments, or she shows me, she's showing me, is this what these I had to hit newest comments to see these. Are these the ones you are saying have been deleted? I then sent her a screenshot of this. This is the comments on her page. So I didn't realize in my live that I had said chicken on a stick's real name. I shouldn't have done it. I was aggravated. I said it. Sorry, nothing I can do about it to change it, but take it out of my video. Okay? So I admitted to saying it after I thought I didn't. I have to admit, I just went and listened. I did say her name. I was mad and I apologize, but I am mad as fuck. And I am mad. Amanda C. goes on there. Yes, you did. Then you edited your post to include my county. I didn't edit nothing because my post never changed. I put, here's where I address Amanda. And I say, can you please quit harassing me? I am not speaking to you. You lie so much, it is sick. I have your address. I know what businesses you own. I know what land you own. And that's truthful because I did my research. And I could have done that without the court records because all you need to do is pay for a Ben Verified account. Any of us can do it. It's public information to access. Okay? Maybe people should question what you own that is connected to the horse pond. I am so done. I was told by your attorney not to reach out or talk to you, yet you keep reaching out to me. If you try to take me to court, there will be a countersuit in which your husband's businesses will suffer. I have had enough of your shit and lies. And now you and now Shay continue to spread. That's because Shay had gone on her live that same day, which has now disappeared, and had made some claims that really didn't have nothing to do with me. So whatever. That crime you were told about by Squall is public information. Yeah, that's what it was. Shay's live was about Amanda was asked to record her family, and it was because there was a crime in the 60s or 70s that occurred that could put Amanda's life in danger. That's what Shay's live was about. And I said it's a lie because it's in the newspapers. I've read about that crime that happened on Whitehall years and years ago. Everybody has, I'm pretty sure. You were never in danger. And you did say on Squall's panel, Squall, remember I told you a long time ago about JSB? Yes, I have that downloaded. If you want your name out of the spotlight, quit making yourself public. Plain as that. Sorry, this writing's really small. By the way, tell Shay she is no local, so quit acting like she is. She's not. She lives in Kentucky. Amanda replies, or no, I wrote again. Also, I have screenshot and downloaded this video, and it will be sent to your attorney. I have yet to do that, but I do plan on doing that tomorrow. I'm actually going to reach out to this man. She writes, please do. You have his number. And I put, well, the public attorney's phone number was deleted, but yes, I do. Because I had put she was deleting comments. Somebody in here was deleting comments, and it ended up being what Sage sent me, this. Okay? So this is what it looked like. She was deleting what I had written to her. Somebody was deleting what I have written to Amanda and leaving Amanda's comments there. And then Sage had gone on to heart Amanda's comments and ignore mine, showing that she was showing favoritism and that this was done on purpose. So yes, I asked her about hearting the comments, not because I was making it childish. It was just strange to me. All right. So she goes and puts, I did just heart your comments, but I hadn't seen those from you until just now. Hang in a sec. Let me look. I put, please read those because that is why she jumped on your panel. I don't even care. I will tell you, I'm not going to dox. Yins can read it. No, the second live was about another person she is having issues with. Yeah, Shay, because of that comment. Let me go, Sage writes, let me go compare the pic you sent me to my channel comments. I'll be right back. And yes, wrenches can be deleted on, and yes, wrenches can delete comments on videos. That is why I clear my wrenches after every live. She writes, Jesus, I'm so confused. I will have to go listen to my dang live again and see what she said, because I swore she was talking about Squall and another person who is a local. She wasn't. She was addressing my comments in Shay's live, okay? At least that is who I was talking about anyhow, and I understood her to be talking about and who she and I have talked about all day today. Okay? So she purposely was talking to her all day to edge me out, is the way I'm seeing this. Nope. She said Shay stuck up for me. I was never in danger. That's what Chicken on a Stick said on Sage's second live that day. I have not talked with her about you other than to set up the live. I'm not in any of this, Crystal. I never have been. Okay. I know you haven't. They are using you to get to me because I brought the info out again. And this time people are listening. Toaster Oven and TT come to mind when you say other locals with a YouTube. Because on Sage's live, she was talking about locals in YouTube. Okay, now give me a minute. On new heart meds, my heart is whacked out today. I am trying to get over my live. Let me first look at my live again and listen to her again and see if I hear her differently than what I thought she was talking about. I write, look, I do my research. I have been extremely hurt by people. It is hard to even cover Summer's case for me now. I understand the heart med shit. I have heart failure. I do. And a son who's a 2-time heart transplant. I do. Take your time, but yes, please re-listen. She writes, neither of them are local I am speaking of, or locals. Now, you need to go back and watch that live because they are. Like, she was having problems with somebody I don't even know because I wasn't watching Sage. I don't know what the deal was. She was having problems with other creators. I don't even know who they are. I don't communicate with Toaster Oven outside of seeing her here or there in chats. TT is a mod. Let that sink in. But has never said anything to me about you. I never expected TT to say anything to you about me because I've never had an issue with TT. I put TT has been nice to me recently, but yes, both are local. Oh, I read that wrong. Laugh out loud. Sorry. I think I don't know. I understand. She writes, I understand. I am just sick of it all. Summer was lost to whatever happened to her, and she has been lost ever since. The BS is not worth it to me. I can do my research alone as I have since day one without the drama. When did I ever offer to research with her? Like, I'm so baffled by what she's saying. You just read our comments. Like, what is she even freaking talking about? I write to her. Again, telling her everything I do is in the public. I shouldn't be chatting privately, but I am because I am trusting you now because you made big statements for me today. I thought Sage was trying to be my friend. So I'm so confused how this even went south, okay? Why is Chicken on a Stick so determined for her info not to get out when she brought it out and she lives right there where they were that day? I don't want the drama either. Never did, but them people have issues. I truly, in my opinion, believe that. And they connect to Summer's case in the places Candace was that day. Chicken on a Stick's husband has a private jet and real estate company in Florida. It's not him. I was still researching. It turned out it was his father that owns 24 airplanes. Okay? I am only giving you this info. Please do not hurt me with it. I'm asking her not to hurt me with it. The red truck JSB told me belongs to a Crawford on Ben Hill. Jody Sue did tell me that. I have it recorded. But I cannot believe anything that whack job says. I truly believe Jody Sue's a whack job. So where does she get in this that I'm working with Jody Sue? I did turn it in. I turned everything I ever had in. Just watch yourself because Amanda sues. I dare her this time. And I do. I want you to sue me, Amanda, because I have proof, dates, timestamps. Everything's documented. And I will be, if you take me to court, I will be showing all of it. Okay? So I hope you're ready for a really big countersuit. I did talk to an attorney, and I have someone willing to represent me. Her husband also owns hemp farms in Tennessee. The worst thing she could have done was give me court papers with her information on them, dumbass. And that's the truth. She said in those court papers that Andy is her cousin and her family is in Beach Creek. Like, she gets on here and lies, but the court papers state differently. Okay? I am so sorry you got thrown into this. So here's me apologizing to Sage for reaching out to me and putting Chicken on a Stick on her panel. Because I'm trying to make amends with creators. I no longer want to fight with people. Okay? Well, I just found out from YouTube that mods can delete comments. I did not know that. That's what she says. I put, yep, I'm stepping out of bounds here. Please don't hurt me. She put, I'm not going to hurt you. She has done nothing but that since this. Okay? I'm not going to hurt you. I don't want to be involved in either side. What you said to me goes nowhere. Yet she demanded that I put these messages out. I did ask her if she deleted. She said no, and I believed her because she was taking pictures from her phone if her computer and asked him where the comments went. You said you didn't delete, and I knew I didn't. What I didn't know is that mods could, so I just removed every mod I have. I don't need mods anyhow. They will probably piss off some more people, but oh well. I put Squall was message. This is when I start to get into my story, okay, with her. Squall was messaging me before all of that Amy shit came out, demanding I tell her who had the tattoo on his face. When I posted it in my community post, I told her it was Wayne Morlock. Then she told her about Renfro, and they started the bullshit after Shay. And yeah, contact Amy. I contacted Amy and they started their bullshit. Is pretty much what I was telling her. And this is where I mentioned Wayne Morlock. She later goes into my comments to accuse me of being Wayne Morlock's girlfriend. I have no idea where the hell that came from. Okay. I like men that don't have tattoos on their face, and I'm married to a black man. Okay. I'm not even into white men these days. She writes, sorry, I suck at typing with my thumbs. Ignore my errors. I put it was weird because Amy is her damn sister. I can't spell or punctuate. You're all good. No judgment here. I don't know if these people connect to taking summer, but it is strange. I even had Amanda and JSB's friend Luke harassing me in my comments. Who connects to Amanda? They have a private jet. They do. They have 24 of them. And Luke was attacking me in my comments. He was also in Squall's group months and months prior to any of that. Both of them were. So she writes, well, whoever deleted it will get a shock when they go to delete another, or when I do another live and learn that I have no mods. But there will be a ninja one that changes with each live. Laugh out loud. Too much childish crap. Maybe they thought they were helping. Who knows? Glad you made me aware of. I would have continued to be blissfully ignorant. I put that scares me. She put, I don't, and it was about the planes. What scared me was they have a private jet. She put, I don't know. She only ever talked to me about Andy and Jody Sue until recently. Then it was all about Squall. But didn't she just say she wasn't concerned with Andy and Jody Sue and never had been? But she's talking to Chicken on a Stick about Andy and Jody Sue. Make that make sense, Sage. And it seems TBI doesn't take shit seriously. I said that. You'll see why. I seriously don't know any of that stuff that has gone on. I kept yelling it out to everyone. I do my best to mind my own business. She does such a great job, doesn't she? Because she's minding mine right now, and I'm over it. Sorry, guys, I'm not reading your chat because I'm reading this. I will catch up in a little bit, though. I put, they never responded. This is going back to TBI. They never responded. I don't think they are even opening my emails. And the last time I called, they seemed uninterested. That's true. Sage writes, I don't think they do either. I know Hawkins is dirty. I'm sorry, guys. I got a cough. I put, something is very wrong in Summer's case. These people and their antics are freaking strange and weird. I do feel that way. I do look crazy. I know that. And I knew that when I came out with my rooster video. Scott's reaction to my Squall shit was over the top. I honestly, in my opinion, believe that. She put, I agree. Okay. I honestly think both hills had something to do with it, and I can't figure out Squall, but something is up with that. Can't believe anything anyone says. I'm going to pass that because this is the shit that shouldn't be on here, you know? Okay. She put, I would go with, Yins can read it. I would go with Marlena before Amanda. This is why I wanted to redact my messages and not put it out there, because there's statements in here that I make that aren't for public consumption. Okay. Not that I'm trying to hide it, but it could get me a lawsuit. So this was a private chat that I had with Sage that she's forcing me to put out, and she had already put out. So whatever, it's there. I'm going to skip reading those parts. You guys can read it. It's there. I'm not taking it down. I put, you should hear the shit Jody Sue Brown told me. Maybe I am crazy. That girl harassed JSB for 5 years. I have screenshots. She was stalking her. And I do have those screenshots. I've posted them prior. And that's what led me to a damn lawsuit. Okay? That is why I started researching her. Amanda went to buy a green car off of Andy 4 years ago. She brought someone named Eric. I was wrong on that. It wasn't her buying the car. It was somebody named Kevin. It wasn't Eric, but Eric was in the story. Okay. So at this point, I was wrong. My research was wrong. I have since learned that it was wrong. And I will explain that at another time because it has nothing to do with what we're talking with today. I put it was on Amanda's Facebook, and it was. Jody Sue and Andy kicked her off the property. That's according to Jody Sue. She told me that. Here's what Sage says. I have been working in the Crawfords doing a tree of them as best I can. She knows that I am. I told her. Blank, blank, and blank. Let's skip that. Yes, yes, yes. Eric is the guy she took up on the hill. I was wrong. It wasn't Eric. It's a guy named Kevin. Supposedly, Jody Sue and Andy were friends with Eric and blank, somebody I never even heard of before, to buy a car from Andy, and Andy kicked chicken off a stick off because her and Jody Sue had a fight prior. Sage goes on to say Eric repoed a car from Jody Sue. Eric doesn't repo cars, so that's bullshit. Amanda has had it. I wrote, Amanda has had it out for Jody Sue since then. And then, yes, I don't know what I was responding to. Although she told me he bought it, it was green. Sage agrees with me. Yep, same story she gave to pretty much. Seems like everyone knows that story, even Squall. Well, I've never heard anybody talk about it, so I was unaware of that, okay? I put 4 years ago. I have to pay my Dropbox. I may still have screenshots. I do. She put, hang in a sec, walk into my garage to smoke. I put, it was brought out. I put, it was because I brought it out. That is when all this shit started. As soon as I thought I figured shit out, I jumped the gun. I messaged JSB and asked if she knew them. As soon as I seen the screenshots, let me explain this, because Sage goes on to talk about it. As soon as I seen the screenshots of them fighting, I messaged Jody Sue and said, who are these people or whatever? And Jody Sue got on a live and she was connecting them. She was like whispering like, Tucker, Eric, Wood, Tucker, where Eric, Horse Pond. And she kept saying it over and over and over. And I was paying attention to what she was saying. So I was connecting pieces while she was whispering on her live. I put Tucker was one, and so was blank blank's family, who owns a drywall business. She put, hang in a sec. I need to post something in my comment section. I put, okay. I put, my thoughts are Marlena and Amanda are friends. As you see, I said my thoughts. Not friends, they're cousins. I know that, but she knows her, knows her. I just have to prove it. She put, oh my God, I am tired. I can't even find where you were fussing in my comment section about the comments being deleted. I put, laugh out loud. I know it does sound crazy, but they do connect. And then I go on to tell her the comment she was talking about was in my community post. It was in my community post. That is why. She put, I am sure they are cousins, but do they know one another? I don't know. And then she put, okay, let me go there. I put, come on. Marlena was neighbors with Andy most of her life, and Amanda related to both, and her mom's house is 3 doors down from Andy's on Lone Star. There is no way they don't. And like I said, go Ben verify it, guys. You can go to Google Maps and see it. You can go to the Tennessee Property Viewer and see it. Okay? It is in 3 public places where she lived. And just blocks away from where JSB lives now. And that's the truth. And JSB lived there then. When I went to JSB, I was getting info from her because I found the shit strange. That is why I even wanted to reach out to Amy, but then Amy started playing the fuck along. She did. Did you know Blank was living with Amy before he left? Shay lies that recording was taken by Amy herself that Shay put out. Andy was on the phone. Blank was louder. She writes, just replied to your comment. She went in my community post and replied to something. I put okay, going to look. I replied back, ask them to repost it. Just a second of it. This was about the video. When is the last time you seen JSB's kids in the trailer? She told me her son lived with Amy. Jody Sue has also told all of us that many times, okay? Sage writes, I was not aware that her mom lived that close to Andy's folks until tonight when she said it on the live, but I honestly thought she meant Ben Hill, and I was like, what? Like I said, I haven't been into her. Squall, Shay, Piper, Gavel, Krama, and many others. Meanwhile, she's in all their chats. Like, she's full of shit. Okay? Everybody knows where Sage has been. Everybody has seen her. I meant it when I said I researched on my own. I have only spoken to Shay about research and very little, as it seemed like she had trouble paying attention. So there she is talking shit on Shay, okay? I put a lot of people followed the wrong crowd. I am giving you this info because it needs to come out. Please research yourself to see if I am right, then get it out because people listen to you if you believe what I believe. Again, if you believe what I believe. I put that is all I can say, and please just you, because if I am wrong, oh my fucking God, I can't imagine. Laugh out loud. It's just all so strange. She put, I knew Blank was not there or her daughter pops in and out once in a while. I put, right, a child she is homeschooling that didn't have a place to be. Fridays and Saturday nights, no interaction. I just pay attention to detail. Them kids used to be in every live. Her Facebook vids, never a time she was home. They were not there. The girl used to come to the car if Jody Sue was parked outside. JSB would talk so bad about Andy in front of them, it pisses me off. And it did. And I used to say that in my videos. I don't think any parent should be pitting each other against each other. It's not healthy for the children. She writes, I'm not sharing with anyone. I will research H and see what I don't know what H is. That must have been a mistake. And see what I come up with, but honestly, I have very little desire to work on my channel anymore. I am sick of it all. If I learn anything from this point, it's going to TBI. I'll compare notes with you, but I am done with YouTube for the most part. I am leaving my channel up in case I need it, but I'm going to work without all the drama. I'm so sick of it. My health is suffering, and I am spending far too much time away from my family. So why did she just take 4 hours to bash me on her channel if this is what she's doing? You know what I mean? She's sick of it, but she's bringing the drama herself constantly. Here I am being nice. Your channel is good. You work hard like I do. Please don't give up. Take a little break like I did, but don't delete your page. Then you have to start over like I did. Haha, I can kick myself. I was gone for 4 months. I had to gather my thoughts. About 2 or 3 months in, she goes on to say, and I don't even know why she said this because we weren't even talking about this. And to be honest with you, I wasn't paying attention. I don't even know what the fuck the SWAT call was. Unless it was the call I'm talking about with Amy. Yeah, I think that's it. She put, I think the SWAT call or whatever JS calls it. For somebody who doesn't pay attention to Jody Sue, she sure knows a lot about what Jody Sue says. I think that SWAT call or whatever JS calls it, that was allegedly done did more than she is willing to admit. But I am not interested in her stuff with Andy. I am only interested in what happened to Summer and who caused it and who is covering up for who. Then why are you bringing chicken on a stick on your panel to attack me, Sage? Okay? Why are you doing this? Why did you reach out to me? If that is all you're concerned about, why are you causing drama? I started watching again. Yep, that is how it should be. I put Penny did sneaky shit with that handwriting expert, and I started derailing her. She put, yep, if nothing else, maybe someone can finally bring that child to light again wherever she is. I agree with that sentiment. It was me that emailed the handwriting expert. I had the video taken down. They didn't know Jody Sue Brown had cancer. They didn't even know who it was until after it was done and Penny told her. She put, yeah, I am not involved with them either. I have a wrench in Benny's chat, but that is as far as that goes. Don't know Scott, and JS is so far off with her accusations about me that it is sad. Okay. So you're going to see going forward in these comments that she's asking to speak to Benny and Penny in the background. So the reason I asked her that was because this is what she told me. She is not involved with them. She has a wrench in Benny's chat, but that is as far as it goes. Okay? Remember that. When we get to the next part that connects to this, please remember that statement right there. Okay? Penny researched CM's connections and took advantage to take CM down for Benny. CM and the expert had a conference coming up, and it was posted in the cold case, I meant to say website. She seen it and 100% took advantage. Sage goes on to tell me Chris McDonough is a piece of shit. Okay? Here's my thoughts on Chris, and these are truthful. I like him. I do agree he has made mistakes. He has done some wonderful work with Monkey and the Idaho 4, as well as Maya Mallet. Brandy loves him. That tells me he is good, but I allow others to have opinions. I have also spoken to Jeannie, and I have, so I have a sweet spot. She is sweet, very, very sweet. I like Jeannie, and I believe her. What Cracking Cases did the other day was ignorant. But I do think Chris McDonough dug himself a hole in Summer's case. That is my true thoughts. Sage goes on to say, I gave up on CM after the Gabby thing with the guy on Twitter. I watched all of that go down, knew it wasn't the guy. Then the stuff he did with the sisters made me sick. I don't follow him. I didn't pay attention to that. I should have. She put, well, it's late. And there are still things I need to do before I hit the sack. Thank you for letting me know that mods could do that. I am not cool with that, even if they might think they are helping. I would never know that. Comments were out there. Anyhow, I am off. I am sure tomorrow will be a wild day. So she's already anticipating a wild day for tomorrow. I wasn't. Let me check my comments here, guys. I'm sorry. 7, 8. What are we doing here? All right, I'm confused. Oh yeah, Summer's turning 7, guys. Okay. I put laugh out loud. Good night. I can't wait. Laugh out loud. And yes, if you find anything, please send it to TBI again. Okay? So I'm asking her anything she finds to send to TBI. So the reason I didn't share all these is because you could see it had to do with my fairy tale. It had a lot of names that had to be doxxed. We were talking about private matters, and that continues. I didn't think all of this needed to be out there. It wasn't until our conversation took a turn that I felt I needed to be seen. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but, hi, Jane, don't. Okay. So she writes me again. I hope I get a break. It has been crazy for the past 3 months. I would rather take care of 29 3-year-olds at the same time all by myself. Night, Crystal, be safe. I put, aw, by the way, sorry I kept you from the grandbaby. That's because we were chatting. I thought we were having a good chat. You're a good grandma. Just don't give up. If you need a mental break, take one. Do not delete your YouTube, okay? And I sent her a heart. She continues to write me. He has been in bed since 8ish. He will be up and reading to go anytime from 4:30 onward. Fingers crossed he waits until 6 tomorrow. Raring to go, laugh out loud, night. I put, aw, I know that feeling. I get my 2 grandbabies all the time. They live very close to me, so they are always here. One is 1 years old, and the other just turned 6. Okay, good night. So the next day, I had this screenshot. I'm going to click on it in a minute. I didn't see this. Well, I seen it, but it didn't go in my mind until somebody reminded me of it. And I sent her this first at 1:39 in the morning. I gave you all that info, which was my theory. Remember, this was before I put my fairy tale out. I gave you all that info. This worries me. I am being honest. Please do not give my shit to them. When I said them, I meant BK and Fizzle. Because Who's Who in the Zoo left this on one of my pages. I saw Sage Sleuth in BK's chat wanting to get Fizzle in private. More behind the scenes plotting and scamming. Be careful, Crystal. Just saying. So I sent that to Sage. Because I immediately, I seen that, and I immediately got worried. She just told me she didn't work with them. Now, remember, I told you to remember that. So remember it, because we're at that point. Crystal, I'm not giving nothing to anyone. I am trying to find out what happened this summer. I am not interested in games. I don't know 99% of what has gone on in the background with others. I'm not interested in anything but summer. I am trying to ease through the BS to get to her. Trying to wade through the bullshit, laugh out loud, these thumbs. I put, now look, this is me being nice. Sounds good. That is exactly what I want as well. Now, here's where we go in to talk about my mom. I'm probably going to try to skip some of this. Yins can read it. I am at my mom's taking care of her today, so I won't be on YouTube as much. I don't want you see this? I told her, I do want the info out there, just in a good way. So she goes on this live tonight and says, I told her not to put the info out. No, I asked her not to give it to Penny and Benny. Okay? That's what I was asking. Not put the information out. I want it out there, just in a good way. Okay? Sage, do you hear that? Because you're not reading all these messages, I guess. I made a community post. Let's see who starts shitting. We get into my mom. I'm sorry about your mom. I lost mine to cancer. That's still about my mom. We wrote about, she said she had cancer. I told her, oh, I'm glad you're winning. This is hard. This is all the private shit I didn't want to put out there. You know? This is why I had a hard time putting these messages out. And as you see, I was being nice to her. 1 second. Still more. This is when my mom had just stopped eating. She was still eating, taking a couple bites here and there. She wasn't completely not eating yet, but she had 24-hour hospice at her house. That's what we were talking about. This is what she wanted me to release. So this is what I'm releasing, okay? So then I send her this because I seen it in her community post. Now, this is the next day, January 22nd. I don't want to dox this person. So how do I do this? I'm just going to scroll past these super quick, okay? Okay. I sent her 2 profiles from YouTube. I posted them in my thing. I just don't want to dox anybody. Okay. So then I posted her this because the girl I had been researching, I thought was Raven in her post here. So I wanted to get a reaction from her and see what it was. So here's where our messages take a turn. And this is what she says I chopped up. So we're going to go through this. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Oh. She's saying you can't see my screen. Okay, wait. Stop screen. Can you see that? As above, so below. Tell me, can you see it now? Can you guys hear me? Nobody's answering me. Okay, they hear me. Let me know if you can see my screen. Can you see the screen now? Oh my goodness. Can you see it now? Okay, you can see it. All right, so where did I leave off? Okay, so this is where our messages took a turn. I sent her that stuff, okay? Pretty much asking her if this Raven was the same Raven. This is the response I get from her. Just woke up. That heart, and this is what she says I chopped up. So we're going to prove that I did not, okay? Because we're getting to the end of our messages here. Just woke up. That heart med is really making me so tired. I hope I can get in to see my cardiologist soon because I think this med is wrong or something. Is wrong. Thanks for sending me these. So she thanks me for sending her what I sent her. I put, you are welcome. I am sorry about the heart meds. I understand I have heart failure. It's bad for me too sometimes, but I caused that all on my own. COVID did a number on my health, laugh out loud, blah, 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 blah. Private, personal stuff, right? And then I write her, I hope those help you. And that was, in response to her, I sent her who I thought she was talking about. This is how she responds. I knew about them. I just can't discuss them and some others. I did speak of it a bit in the live some weeks back and again recently. I wish I could tell you more. I really do. Some things were reported. If you come across more, please forward to me. So she's asking me to forward her my information, the things I have, okay? Instead of TBI. I'm not supposed to send it to TBI. I'm supposed to send it to her. So if you come across more, please forward to me. Right now, I am spread in 4 different directions with 4 different things, none of which I can discuss. Touched on some of that in my last live. Okay? And then I tell her this girl is part of my research, and she has been for a very long time. That is how I was able to connect. Told everyone there are names I never said. I am glad I know that now that it connects. I am glad you told TBI. Okay? Did I chop anything up, guys? If you didn't listen, I've been trying to push people to my David Brick videos. It is jam-packed with names and connections, most of which start with Linda, Crystal Spencer's mother. See, they are nobodies, but they are connected to big somebodies. This one has had a huge addiction to Renfro and loves witchcraft. They both do, okay? I think this group needs to be looked into. In my opinion, let me state that on this live, in my opinion. She writes, she goes, my posts are not about you. It'll all come out next week. It'll be shocking. So that was January 22nd. What came out next week but her fucking with me? Nothing came out but her fucking with me. This is like a setup or something. I am very happy to hear that. Just make sure you turn everything in first and you didn't miss anything. She put, I am waiting for TBI to contact me first. They have it. They've always had it. I've never lied, not once. I put, okay, good luck with TBI because I had no real luck. But I also contacted the PI way back when I called him about Scott. She writes, I don't trust the PIs. I put me either. She put, I have reasons. I put me too, Scott being a big one. That is not a surprise to any of you guys, right? She goes, now listen, because this is what I'm having a problem with her. This is what I want out. This is what I've been questioning. Anything prior to this didn't matter. I didn't think it needed to come out. I didn't think I needed to share it because this right here is what we have been arguing about. Okay. She put, just know that there are a lot of fucked up people out there, and you are right about a lot of things. Please do not say we were talking. You need this to stay quiet until next week. I just hope I can hold off that long. Same. She still hasn't talked about it. Okay? Are you guys comprehending this? All it was 2 profiles I sent her. This is the response. We didn't even talk about these profiles. This is the response I get from her. I put laugh out loud. I'm in my community posts giving hints. I was telling my fairy tale. This is when all of this was starting. She put, I am watching. Got lots to do. Gotta go. Got lots to do. I put, okay. Then we talk more about my mom. She sends me a very nice comment about my mother. Sending you strength to get through this time with your mom. I think it's the hardest thing I ever did. Watching my mom prepare to die. Da 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 da. Immediately after a nice post, she comes back and she writes, hey, just went to your channel. Are you talking about me and our conversation? If you are, I am confused. What am I supposed to do with what information you gave me? You told me not to say anything, and I haven't. Did Jins ever hear me tell her not to say anything? I asked her not to say nothing to Penny and Benny. Okay? I told her I want the information out there just in the right way. Did Jins not just see that? Okay? If the post is not about us, then I have no idea what is going on, but that is nothing usual. I am always at a loss as to what is happening anyhow. Okay, I'm out. Just wanted to ask that in case I am supposed to do something. And if I am, you need to clue me in because I have no idea. I never told her to do anything. I never told her to release anything. I just asked her not to give it to Penny and Benny at that moment. Okay? At that moment. I wanted it to come out in the right way. You need to clue me in. I have no idea. If it is someone else you talk to, then ignore this. Everyone is so vague these days. I would rather just ask than have confusion. I was truthful with her. I come back and said it is. I didn't say it was you, just that someone else was told what I had to say. I do not want to lie to anyone, and this to me is back chat. Now, I've made it very clear that I don't want to be sneaky and have back chats. And I'm making it clear to somebody who's trying to have back chat with me. Okay? I don't want to be stuck in a situation where someone can say, she said this to me. Nothing against you at all. I know it may make you mad, and I am sorry. I want this story out. I want these people looked into. I want Summer found. So where here, anywhere did I tell her I didn't want this out? She's a fucking liar, okay? I put, I am sorry. I don't want to hurt anyone, but this has to come out. You asked me to wait till next week. I am trying, but I want eyes on this and people like Smiley to research it. I want all of their rules out in the open. Now, the reason I said Smiley, it was no reason. It was just that I know Smiley researches. Like, I hear her making the calls. I get excited when I see another creator actually doing the research and not sitting on their panel talking trash. So what I meant by that was I wanted people who actually research out there researching what I was laying down for them. Okay. And then I put, and I want them to have to admit their parts. I want everybody, all the creators, all of the people in their local community to admit what part they played in this. Because right now we have YouTube so confused. Nobody knows what's going on, who's what. So many locals have come in, and I find that questionable. Okay. She writes, oh, okay. Oh, well, I said I would not say anything, and I'm not. Now I made a mistake when I wrote and said you instead of I. So now she made a mistake. This is the next day, guys, okay? So she's trying to switch up her words and saying she has to stay quiet when she told me I needed this to stay quiet. Do you see how that just switched? About stay quiet until next week. What I have going on right now is not related to your research or anything. It is me trying to keep my mouth shut about something till I hear back from TBI. If I don't hear back from them, I will still have to keep my mouth shut because I will not know if it will hurt Summer's case. Other stuff is just drama and not important. But I am not going to YouTube with what I contacted TBI over until I hear from them. And I hope to hear from them. So that's on her. I don't know what her information is. At this point, she has given me nothing of her research. Nothing. And I wasn't asking for anything from her. Except for, did she know it was that Raven? I put, I'm not asking you to say anything. That is on your own time. I am putting it out there in a clever way. Others can do the research and connect it. Just throw in clues. She put, well, I don't know what you're referring to. What the hell is she talking about? I don't speak to Smiley anymore due to her recording me for no reason. I commented on her page because I agreed with something that had been said. Simple as that. I'm not even talking about Smiley. I just meant I wanted people like Smiley, people that research to research. Simple as that. But I'm not getting involved with people who play games. And if that's the direction you are taking me, then I will stop communicating with you now. Where the hell did that come from? Do you see how she just did a complete 180? Okay? And as I have said 100 times, I am not interested in Jody and Andy's personal life. Never have been. Here's what I write her. I didn't even know her and Smiley had any freaking issues because I don't watch them all the time. I watch them when it's pertinent to Summer's case. It isn't like I go to their pages and what actually I haven't even remembered Sage until she wrote me, you know? So I put, I didn't know it was her that recorded you. I am sorry. I just meant anyone who researches will have access to what I know. I will not lie to anyone about what I do behind the scenes. I am so sorry if you are mad, but the truth needs to come out, and those involved need to say their parts. I just want it out. I have held on long enough to this while being, that was supposed to say trashed, from both sides. So as you see, I am telling her I want the information out there. She's telling her viewers that I said I didn't want the information out there. As you can see, I didn't chop our messages up, okay? She put, I am not mad. I haven't said or done anything. I'm just not getting involved with stuff that does not interest me. And I'm tired of saying it to people. Then why did you reach out to me? Why did you write me, Sage? If I have no interest to you and my research has no interest to you, why are you reaching out to me? Answer that. I have something to prove, not only to you two, but myself, and I want Summer found. I won't stay on one person for 2 years. I understand that you don't need to say anything. I want Krama to show who recorded that call, or TM, I want Amy outed. I wanted Amy outed for recording Jody Sue's son, okay? Because that tells me she has some sort of involvement. It is strange that Amy would go to that length when Jody Sue Brown is her sister, okay? She put, so if you're holding out to say whatever you need to say it. Leave me out of it. I have never been a part of all that you are talking about now, and I don't want to become involved now. JS can believe whatever she wants. She is wrong. Like, I don't even know. Can you guys read this? I don't even know where the hell this shit came from her. Like, she just started attacking me because I went and said I gave another creator all of my information. I hope they do good with it. That's it. So now I'm a little pissed off and confused, and I write her, I have one question for you. She tells me, fire away. Wasn't you one of Scott's main researchers? Nope. I have said he has never talked to me. I don't know if that's true. You guys can confirm or deny. She can confirm or deny. To be honest with you, at this point, I don't really give a fuck. You know? She put, so please stop making me repeat myself. I have said all of this forever in my lives. I am of no use to you in any of that stuff. So why did you reach out to me, Sage? Why did you host Chicken on a Stick on your panel? Are you purposely trying to get me in trouble? And now you're trying to start shit with me that I am yet again addressing while I'm trying to change my channel around. It's not making any sense. You are not making any sense, Sage. Okay? None. You want to keep this going, we can keep it going. Right now, I think it's fucking dumb. Okay? I put, well, why are you asking Benny and Penny to talk to you privately? I want to believe you, but I'm just trying to make sense of people's rules. And I spelled that wrong. Sorry. She goes, that's my business. I don't have to explain to anyone why I speak to anyone. Now listen to her live tonight because it's a different response. Okay? And I tell her, and that's the response I expected. Shows you work with them. Okay, Sage, you can put out what you want. I'm not holding back. And that's me telling her I'm putting out my theory. Okay? This is not me threatening her. This is not me starting a fight with her. This is none of that. She goes on to say, but I've been truthful, and you can carry on with what you choose to believe. Apparently you will. That is sad too. What the fuck are you talking about? You know how you sound. How do I sound, guys? Can you tell me? Do I sound like I was being ignorant to her at all or anything? Like, at this point in our conversation, I am truly baffled how this took a turn. Like, I'm so confused by it. I don't know. She goes, I'm seriously sick of this mess. You guys are doing in a missing child's case. You should all be ashamed of yourself, seriously. Because she's not involved in any of it at this point, right? She wanted attention. That's what this is. Sage wanted attention. So I go on to say, I just don't understand how you can say you were right. I am turning it in, but not till next week. What is the holdup? What I have turned in. This is about a missing child's case you are extremely involved in with creators who are extremely involved with the shady dealings. But you don't want to tell what is going on. I am not the only one. I am not the one playing sick games. There should be no private behind the scenes secrets between locals. None. That is my whole point. You reacted angry because I questioned it. I am only asking you what I seen with my own observations. If you want the truth out, be a part of telling it, or help me force others to tell it themselves. We have waited long enough. Do what is right. This is crazy. She responds, I have turned in what I turned in already, Crystal. You need to slow down, Jesus. I don't know what's wrong with you, but leave me out of your nonsense. You are all about the drama. I want no part of it. Take care of yourself, and I hope you do well in life. And I put, you as well. Guys, Okay. I'm going to go back to her live a minute because I'm going to step away from the computer. I have to do something. Yins can listen to her, explain the messages, and I'll be right back. Chicken on a stick still. All right, I'm back. Let me pull my StreamYard up. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute so I can come give you guys some attention. I'm sorry. Okay, so I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you get two different takeaways from the way she talks about it and the way I talk about it? Or because I'm just not, I'm seriously confused where that conversation took a turn. I don't understand what her hatred is. I don't understand. Am I muted? I have done nothing to mute myself. I'm not muted. You can't hear me? Oh my goodness. You can hear me? TLG can hear me? Okay, so's who being threatened Hattie's hunches and England's. I'm confused. Yeah, I took the video off. I took the video off for a minute. I wanted to come talk to you guys. We'll put it back on in a second. I'm just saying, for my messages, you could see it is not what Sage is making this out to be. I'm just so very, very confused. I love you as above, so below. That's her messaging me, telling me everything that's going wrong here. Okay. Be safe driving, innocent until proven guilty. But I'm just saying, do you see the difference? Do you understand? I'm asking you as subs, like, do you understand what's going on here? Because I don't. I don't even know why Sage is attacking me. I don't understand why she reached out to me. I don't understand why she keeps pulling chicken on a stick up on her panel. I don't know if it's just that she wants my attention. She wants a fight. She wants to bring attention to herself. I'm just so confused. A creator or informant threatening Sage Sleuth. I wasn't threatening her. I wasn't threatening her at all. I don't know if somebody else is. It has nothing to do with me. I keep to myself, guys. Like, everything I do is on my own and with the help of As Above, So Below. That's my main girl. Me and her are friends in real life. So this is not. Yeah, she's playing the field, Jane Don't. I agree, so. I agree. TLG, yes, she turned. She wants to get in or keep in the group. Something like that, because I'm not sure. Well, I hope that isn't happening, Hattie Hunches. That has nothing to do with me. So glad others see the ass hattery. Yeah, and I thought it was important just to go directly into Messenger so that I could scroll through, because she's the one that chopped our messages from what I seen, just like 3 minutes of her video talking about the messages. That's why I decided to come live, because I'm like, this is freaking crazy. Like, she just keeps it going and going and going, and I don't even know why. She was in my comment section the other day accusing me of being Wayne Morlock's girlfriend, and I was a local, and it's insanity. I am from Pittsburgh. I am married. I am married to a black man. Our daughter, who is half and half, is 17 years old. There is at no time, place, date that I have ever been in Rogersville or dated anybody from Rogersville. Thank God. So, yes, why is she lying? I just don't understand what she is doing. I am so baffled by all of this. So, Sage, I'm offering you right now, if you want to come live and speak about this, we can do that. Let me throw you a link. If somebody wants to go over to her channel and leave her a comment and let her know I'm throwing her a link and that we had gone over our text messages, I'd appreciate it, because she keeps claiming she doesn't want involved, but she keeps involving herself in my YouTube. I really wish she would stop. I want to cover Summer's case the right way, okay? I want to do more than just cover Summer. I have fun plans for my channel. I want my channel to be different than the others. When I created my channel, one second, my mouth is so dry. When I created my channel, I never intended for it to go the direction it did. I didn't want to work with, well, I guess I did want to work with other creators, but I didn't know just how hard these YouTube streets were. I've learned a lot in the last year, and that is not what I am trying to do. What they do is not what I'm trying to do, okay? I'm truly on here just trying to get faces out there, talk about cases, something I get into, like a hobby of sorts. And for me, it is a career. I have been a stay-at-home mom for 24 years. Like, my son is a 2-time heart transplant, and I'm not going to keep going over this. I don't have a job. I have heart failure, and I'm looking for ways to help my family. I can't just stay on one case and make money off of Summer's name, because that is not my intentions. Okay? My intentions are to cover Summer's case, but also cover other people's cases and have fun with my channel. I want to do mystery nights. I want to have music nights. There are things I want to do. I don't want to trash other creators. That is not my intentions ever. And I really just want Sage to stop. So, Sage, this is me on here now begging you, please leave me alone. Chicken on a stick. Leave me alone. You have been told by your attorney to leave me alone. I did not settle out of court with you. Quit lying, okay? Quit coming on panels if you don't want involved. If you don't know these people, if you don't know Squall, if you didn't know Amy but to see her here and there, if you don't know Jody Sue, why are you coming up and trashing people involved in this case? It does not make sense. This is the last and final time I am asking yins. Leave me the fuck alone. Okay? Plain and simple. I put the messages out there. They're in this live. It'll stay. And I'm just done. So I'm not even going to play the rest of the Sage's video. You guys can go watch that. I went at Lady R 2.0. Is that what you're saying? You must not have been watching my whole live, because that is not what happened. I just read the messages. Please go rewind and watch. That's not what happened. Somebody block her, please. As above, can you please drop her? Get rid of her. I shared her live with commentary. I don't have to do nothing here. I'll get rid of you myself. You see that? Yeah, block me. I will, you stupid bitch. So over people. This is what I mean. They come in, they attack. I'm just over this. So, yins can believe what you want. You seen my messages. You seen how it went down. She had no right to even reach out to me. There was no reason for her to reach out to me. I have no reason to reach out to her. I am doing that, Cursed with Curiosity. This is the last time I'm addressing this at all. Okay? Yes, when evil entered. I will keep digging for Summer. Absolutely. I'm not dropping Summer from my channel. I just want to do other things on my channel. There are 7 days a week. Summer is not the only missing child on this planet. Okay? There's other missing child. There are other... Yes, I blocked her. There's other missing adults. There are lots of other things we could be covering with Summer. You know? I don't want to just go after... Like, it's getting old. It's a rotation. It's over and over. Like, let's just... Can we trash Jody Sue today? Can we go over the same things we've gone over with Dawn? It's not getting us anywhere. You know? It's not. So, my channel is about to make changes. I'm asking, transparency is not trashing. Yes, Jane, don't. That's true. Innocent until proven guilty. Yeah. The information needs to be out there in Summer's case. I'm not saying I'm giving up on Summer or not going to talk about Summer. Of course I'm going to do that, but I'm going to add other things to my channel. You know what I mean? Like, there's other people out there. Then change what, Beverly? Change what? Come on, hon. Please tell me. Thank you, as above, so below. Can you do me a favor? Can you actually go and grab the 2 lives she did prior to that one too and put the links in there? Yeah, she did. She's been asking for this. She messaged me days before any of this even came out. Like, I don't even know why she messaged me. I don't even know. Like, what was her purpose? Innocent until proven guilty. What are you talking about? Here, let me screen share a minute. Because I established last night, I put out who I thought was who. I wrote it. I just don't want to argue with people no more. It's stressful. And I'm also, just like Sage, a heart patient. I have heart failure. I have like 30 meds I take a day. You know, this is not, I just don't want to fight with people no more. I'd really like to get on here and talk about the cases and get along with my subs, get along with other creators. I don't want to fight with people no more. I'm exhausted from it. It's exhausting. I'm just trying to do something with my life. I'm just very confused. Like, I don't even understand in our messages how that even took the turn it did. And she started accusing me of things I wasn't even saying, and it just didn't even make sense. But anyway, since I'm here, is there something else you guys would like to talk about? What do you think about Dawn? Anybody want to come on panel? I'll throw you a link. What do you think about Candace in the hospital? And, you know, if she really did go to the hospital and is having problems, I want the Wells family to know they have my prayers, because we don't know who's guilty in Summer's case. I'm just so everything. I just want Sage to leave me alone. What's Kensington Ave? Hold on. Where's Kensington Ave, Mia? I don't know what you're talking about, but I'll look it up. I just want to enjoy my YouTube and the subs, guys. That's it. Yes. Yes, when evil entered. And that's exactly what I've been trying to do. As you see, it started, I was going to cams. I've been trying everything to get what I thought my theory out. Well, now my theory's out there. It's in my community wall, and I'm done with it. Like, there's no more research to do except for have the TBI arrest the people if my theory is correct. It's based on pure speculation, opinion. They're obviously not doing anything, so I'm probably wrong. You know? Yeah, I will check it out. I never heard of Kensington Ave. I don't even know where that is. But I will check it out. Sounds interesting. I agree. Right. Candace was the last one with Summer. Hang. We're hanging. Here, let me throw a link if any of you want to come up. Sorry I had to get on here and address this crap again. I figured I'd just do a live, show the messages, get it done, get it out there. I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you. Yay, welcome back, Country Christian. Yeah, he is. That's what's concerning. Like, when Dawn first came back, in my opinion, I thought he was trying to do the right things. I thought he was reaching out to creators and trying to get Summer's name out there, but that quickly changed. He just went right back to his old so on and so forth. So, you know, and I did have a couple conversations with him in Messenger, but I just don't feel. I am from Pittsburgh, Mia. That street you're talking about isn't in Pittsburgh, I don't think. I live on the south side of Pittsburgh. Kensington Avenue. Yeah, that's like Larimore, ain't it? That's down. That's the other side of Pittsburgh. I'm in the south end. That's the west. I think. Here, hold on. Let me go look. Oh, that's Philadelphia, honey. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia are very far away from each other. Philadelphia is the other side of the state. That's why I don't know where it is. That's why I don't cover Kensington Avenue. In Pittsburgh, or a street like Kensington would be like Liberty Avenue or Fifth Avenue. I think Philadelphia is like 7 hours away from me. See, I got people trying to discredit me just because I live in Pennsylvania. I know what goes on in Philadelphia. Oh, Lord. I can't anymore. I don't know what to do. I seen your comments. Oh, my God. Trevor Lee. Oh, I didn't see those comments. Did I miss something? Hey, K-Dan. Who, Trevor Lee is? Wow, I didn't know that. I'm going to have to check that out. It is, I just looked as above. It's definitely Philly. Yeah, I'd love to talk about that. I'm sure I'll get to that one day. But I mean, let me remind you, I don't want to forget about summer, you know? Yep, I agree. When your heart is in Summer's case, you're in the right place. That's right. And my heart is in Summer's case, but it's also in other cases. I have a friend I want to get to myself and talk about. Here, I'm throwing a link if anybody wants to come up and talk about the business that's going on with Dawn and Candace. Hi, Lake Erie, neighbor. But here's a link if anybody would like to come up. I guess I'm missing all the Trevor Lee stuff. Something's going on. So my whole thoughts on this Dawn situation. I know he's been going on daisies and this, that, and the other. And some of the things to me he still says is quite shocking. Who took up for the offenders? Trevor Lee or Dawn? I'm a little confused. On Trevor Innocent? Will do. Duly noted. Gotcha. I'm going to go research that when I get a chance. Wow. Can you tell me what RSO he took up for? I'm constantly fighting with other creators. I don't have time to see things that I should be seeing. Wow. I'm definitely going to have to look into that. I will do that tonight. If anybody has any links, you can send them to me via Facebook. And yeah, I reopened my Facebook group to my subs. Oh, he was on Matt Gilbert. Thank you, Mia. I will definitely look that up. I will go look. Oh, wait. Went too far. Yeah, I asked Trevor to come on my panel one time, and he said that he would, but we never wrote after that. Not a good idea. I think I am on it, Crystal. Good. But anyways, that's what I was saying. My Facebook group is now reopened to subs. It's Crime and Chill with Crystal. And in there you could be a little more free. Like yesterday I posted funny pictures that people could meme. I'm going to meme them. I'm going to go take their what they did and repost them in a good way, a funny way. So I'll definitely check all that out. Welcome, Sly One. Yeah, he is very young. And he donated money at the start of all of this, right? Remember? That's fine, TLG. Everybody goes by a different name on Facebook. It's just Crime and Chill. You can tell me who you are when you get there or don't. You don't even have to tell me who you are. Just come join the fun. I plan on making my Facebook a little more fun. It's Ben Dreary. I'm going to tell you what, when I left YouTube for them 4 months, I was in on my Facebook group MFing everybody. I'm sure anybody in the group will tell you that. Hi, K Dan. Get him on your panel. Get Trevor on my panel. I'll try again. Definitely will. As above, so below. Can you do me a favor and post the link to my Facebook group if people want to join? I'd appreciate that. All right, I'll write MK Dan. Let me research what's going on a little bit first, because the last thing I want to do is crash and burn again. But I will ask him if he wants to come on my panel, if that's what you guys want. Trevor. Yeah. See, I don't know that Dawn and Candace are guilty. I don't know that any of the people in my speculation fairy tale are guilty. I'm not law enforcement. I can't say anybody's guilty. I do have to say, though, yeah, I'd like to know how he knows that, too. I would like to say, though, everything we do is speculation. I feel like TBI in Hawkins County aren't moving. I recently seen that they spoke out again, and it's the same old, same old. Summers case is still very active. We have no new leads. I mean, how is it active if you have no leads? That means you're not researching nothing. You're not. Their responses do not make sense to me, and I'm very curious about that. And I know the police will keep things a secret, but it's been so long, guys. We're going on 20 months. It's almost 2 years. It is now happy birthday, Summer. Look, we're online. It is now Summer's birthday. Purple hearts for Summer, please. If you want to throw some, let's wish Summer a happy birthday. Come on, guys, some purple hearts for Summer. Happy birthday, Summer. Did you notice every day? Oh, I didn't notice that. I haven't watched her in a while. Yay, purple hearts. Happy birthday, Summer. I really hope she's celebrating somewhere alive and healthy. Just know everything I do on my channel is speculation. What was on lip lock? Let me go back. Yeah, I don't think the TBI gave him information. He also said he contacted the DOJ, and that's when I asked him to come on my panel because I wanted to speak about that. I wanted to hear what the Department of Justice had to say about this case because he said they were looking into Lawson. Yay, more Purple Hearts. You know, it's a sad day. Today, it really just dawned on me. It is her birthday. It's also my nephew's birthday. But it makes us think, you know, it's just all this time. I didn't see, where's the unfinished cabin? I've seen that spoken about, but I don't think I ever actually seen the unfinished cabin. That's right. No summer, no peace. And I'm glad all the other creators, even though if they're not getting along or whatever, are out there keeping Summer's name out there and alive. I think that's really important, you know? But I think we all have to start. I think we all have to start to do better, you know? I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to make amends with all the other creators. Not that I want to work with them. I just want to do my own thing. And I don't want to have to take time out like I did tonight to address people like Sage because it's not productive. You know, it's not going to help anything. It's not going to bring any clues. It's not going to keep Summer's name out there when I'm fighting with Sage about other people. Chicken on a stick coming in and making a fuss. That is not keeping Summer's name out there. That's fighting with Chicken on a stick. That's her making threats for lawsuits. But she continues to come out like I did not address her first. If you guys don't mind, I'd actually like to go back to Sage's page. And go over how this started with her because she sent me the messages and then 1 second. Before I even responded to her, let's listen to this. All right. Before I do that, let me grab the link so I can share it in case anybody wants to go watch it themselves. That's right, Hattie. Get it out of my system. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Okay. So let's go play this.
Published on my channel. Check everyone, this live has been set to private and will later be determined as to whether it will be published on my channel.
Hold on.
Chicken on a Stick reached out to me and asked if I would give
Gotta go
her a
back to my phone.
platform in which to speak, and I agreed. I want to make it clear that I am in no way involved with what has gone on in the past or may come in the future regarding Jody Sue Brown, Chris Sims, or Chicken on a Stick. I am.
Can you guys hear that?
Merely giving her a platform in which to speak.
So this is the first time Chicken on a Stick reintroduced herself to me. This is after Sage wrote me the first time and I did not respond until this day. This is the day I responded to her messenger. It was after the second live she did this day.
As she does not have a channel. Welcome, Chicken on a Stick. You've got the floor, honey.
Thank you so much, Sage. Okay, I just I thought maybe I could possibly reach out to Crystal and say, hey, the last video, the last live that you did, you said my full name. That's doxing me again. Could you please not do that? I'm not discouraging you to not look into anyone. Like, everyone's on the table. But with me, I don't know if you've got me confused with something else. I'm not sure.
So everybody's on the table but her. And she inserted herself without knowing these people, claiming she knew them, but now she retracts that and doesn't know them.
Also, you stated that you had a 3-hour recording with Jody Sue about, plots to take me down.
Bam. That's why they were reaching out to me. I went on a live and told them about my 3-hour recording with Jody Sue, and this is what they wanted. So I believe this to be why Sage reached out to me. Okay? 2 days prior to this. Remember that.
I would like to be privy to that, if that's at all possible. To the best of my knowledge, Jody Sue never had an attorney.
I don't know that Jody Sue had an attorney. I know Jody Sue blackmailed me saying she did. I don't know for sure that she did, but I don't know how Amanda knew she wouldn't. Like, why are you that involved?
No YouTuber made me file a suit against you or Jody. It's the harassment online. That's why I filed a suit. I'm not
Who is harassing who?
I'm not a YouTuber. I just have a regular life and I have businesses. So I have to protect my own rights.
So if you have businesses to protect and you have to protect your own life, why are you live again? Why are you on Sage Sleuth's panel again, addressing me when we both have been told not to contact each other?
If you have a recording also of the red truck or whoever was driving it, I highly suggest you turn that into law enforcement.
I told you I did.
That's basically it. I mean, I wish that I could, talk to you, but it hasn't worked out to this point.
So why are you going on panel to address me? You're right. It hasn't worked out. I would like you to leave me alone.
I know you believe I'm related to Squall. I don't know who Squall is. You're putting me with Marlena Crawford. I don't know who she is. Perhaps we are related because almost everyone out there is, but she's either younger than me or older than me. I don't know her. And she probably went to, I'm assuming, Hawkins County schools because I was on the Sullivan County line, not 3 trailers
In my opinion, I doubt that.
down by Fred Hill, and I had to breed to get myself out of the hauler, but off of Lone Star Road. And just to make that perfectly clear, I left out there 98, 99.
Now, didn't you just hear her in the last one I played state that she wasn't a neighbor to Andy, but when she was on Sage's panel 2 weeks ago on the 20th of January, she just told you she was. Let's go back and listen to that again. Not the hauler, but where?
I left out there 98, 99. I did not live in that,
Hold on.
but off of Lone Star Road. And
Did you hear it?
just to make that perfectly clear, I left out there 98, 99. I did not live in that area again.
She still lives in the area. She lives in the same city.
So the things that have been said about that, I don't appreciate that either. That's really all I have to say.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll end this broadcast, and whenever you feel comfortable, if you want me to publish it on my channel so that others can hear it, reach out to me in Messenger and let me know. I don't want to put you on the spot right here, and ask
But she had no problem putting me on the spot, right?
you. It's all up to you. This is
Completely fine. Actually, because I would have to, it takes a lot of time. I know that nobody understands this, but it takes a lot of time to do all this. I would need to officially reach out to Crystal on her page, do it.
when you were told not to.
The YouTube way, of, hey, this is what you're doing again. This is blah, blah, blah. Attorneys don't do that for you.
Mhm.
That's why I just, I thought talking to you and just putting it out there could save me time because, I don't want to go to court all the time, but I will.
Right.
See?
But it's
Well,
not
hopefully,
I have a lot
hopefully,
businesses I need to tend to.
right. Hopefully, after hearing this, this is my hope, and this is with me staying out of it because I don't even know what all
She's staying out of it, but she messaged me 2 days prior before me reaching back out to her, and then she posts this. But this is Sage staying out of it.
went on. So,
Right. They just
um,
completely neutral. I'm just using her as a mouthpiece to get through.
right. So this is my hope. This is me trying to be a peacemaker. Okay. I hope that
Didn't turn out too well, Sage, did it?
you and she can reach out to one another in Messenger. I don't know if that would be a good idea because sometimes, text gets interpreted incorrectly.
Right.
Maybe speak by phone, and keep each other's tempers down and reach a common ground. I think the two of you, once you start speaking to one another, might be able to understand that it's not what it seems. And I think that that would clear up a lot of things. And so,
It's exactly what it seems. Sorry. In my opinion, pure speculation.
so that's my hopes. And that's why I, am allowing my platform to try to be the peacemaker here.
Thank you.
So I hope that that's what happens. I hope the two of you reach out to one another. However, I really think it shouldn't be text. And
I don't come through good in text.
no,
I
you don't, honey. You
Right.
don't. You don't. And it needs to be by phone.
Yeah, because
And
you have to hear.
I will never speak to her by phone. Okay? By letter, by email, by messenger. This is the only way that I'm speaking to her right here on YouTube.
That to understand exactly what I'm saying. The
Yeah.
inflection of the voice.
because your text doesn't come through good. So I want you both to hopefully reach out to one another, not accuse each other, listen to each other, and understand one another. And I think once you do, this will all be ended.
That would be absolutely wonderful. There's nothing that I want more honestly other than Summer to be found.
Right. Me too, honey. All right. Well, I'm going to end this broadcast and you.
Okay, that's that. So now let's move on. Oops. Look, didn't Sage tell me she's not into Jody Sue? She didn't want to be in Jody Sue's business. Do you see all these thumbnails? 98% of her thumbnails from 8 months ago are nothing but Jody Sue. Do you see that? Okay, let's go back to lives. The next one was this. This is again.
Apologize.
This is again prior to me reaching back out to Sage after she messaged me, and after this same day having chicken on a stick on her panel. This is now chicken on a stick second time on her panel.
And I may jump back off quickly. Thank you, Daughter of Scotland, for being a member of 2 months. Thank you so much. I can't see it on StreamYard, and I didn't. If anybody else has done anything, I didn't see it, didn't call you out, didn't appreciate it. I'm sorry. I had my phone set to something that I was going to.
Okay.
You can get scammed for this.
Flooded like that.
Okay, so the next part is the video I just played. I left the comments. I showed you in our messages. They were being deleted. And this is after Shay's live and after the comments that I had left that I read to you guys. Okay. And prior to me reaching out to Sage still.
with crap like that. Thank God. Because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put rules on it, send it straight to the trash bin, and I'll never even see it.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I hear the crickets too.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I like the sound. All right, well, hang on a minute before
This is Chicken on a Stick doing damage control.
we get started here.
That's fine. Take your time.
Before you speak.
Oh, wait a minute. Just me? No, I never said Dawn. I believe Dawn and Candace. I just believe that nobody's been charged and I'm not law enforcement. I didn't say they're guilty or not guilty. I said there's a chance of both. So you got me all wrong on that. I don't believe anybody's guilty until they make an arrest, right? And then I believe everybody's guilty until they make an arrest. So there's no, please don't say that I think Dawn and Candace are not guilty. That's not my stance.
within one message that she sent. This is a stream of messages, okay? This was in October. She immediately tries to figure out my time zone. You know, I don't know what time zone you're in, but you know, my time zone is this. Well,
I think she's talking about Jody Sue here, not me.
that was my first red flag. You're trying to figure out where I'm at. And so this little fish started fishing. Okay. And I started just, you know, I still gave her the benefit of the doubt. I still did. And I still am. I'm calling the bull crap out because so many people have had the threats. Okay. That's it for me. When I reached out to Squall, I reached out to Chicken. She'll tell you. I reached out to Shay, and I reached out to another person. And I said, be careful, because I don't know what's going on with Jody Sue Brown. She's threatening people. The thing is with me is that I try to protect people. Anyone that's ever been in my lives hears me all the time saying, be careful of this, watch out for that. You can get scammed for this, because I'm a mother hen at nature. You know, that's my nature. That's exactly what I did. Squall pulls me in right away, right after the, you know, time zone comment. She posts something, unsends it, and then tells me she's afraid. And I'm like, oh my God, you know, let me help her. And I'm like, well, I don't really know how to help you. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I can't tell you. You know, well then why the hell did you contact me? I didn't write that, of course. Tell her. I said, hey, you know, I reached out to Shay. I didn't tell, and I was trying to say, I didn't tell Shay what I wanted to talk to you, Squall, about. Because I was supposed to be responding about what she had written me in the email message, which was the links concerning my community tab. So me being the nice person I am, just like if you call me and I got you on speakerphone.
Wait, I'm reading my texts my comments on here. Please don't attack anyone in my chat. Everybody is welcome to have their own opinion and theories. Okay? I welcome it. I think it's important that we listen to each other and understand and respect each other. And maybe try to put some of our information together. Yeah, everybody's allowed to have their own opinions. Please don't attack. If there's any attacking, as above, so below, please just time them out. Give them a 1, 2, 3 out. Okay?
I'm going to immediately say, hello, I got you on speakerphone. You know, I'm going to let you know so that you don't embarrass yourself. So that's what I said to her. I said, hey, you know, I said, I reached out to Shay, you know, I was, you know, sending messages to the wrong account. I didn't tell Shay what, you know, I was reaching out to you for. She immediately tells me how to lie to Shay. She immediately was like, well, tell her this. And I'm like, oh, I'll just tell her.
Didn't listen to all of it, but there were some things that were said that I do not agree with.
Okay, so let's backtrack a little bit. This again is after Shay's live, where she said Chicken on a Stick was afraid for her life because she took care of somebody in the holler that was elderly, that was a family member, and they wanted her to record. Somebody wanted Chicken on a Stick to record her family members, and Chicken on a Stick said she wouldn't do it, even though Jody Sue Brown's son's recording came out. But on this day, right before Shay came live for the second time, right before Sage came live for the second time, Shay was on sticking up for chicken on a stick. I had gone into the comments from Sage's first video and debunked what Shay had said. And then all of a sudden, Chicken on a Stick jumps back up on Sage's panel. It's very short. We're just going to listen to that. But this is what was said.
I was not.
Shay's live or my live?
I haven't listened to your live. I've hardly listened to hers.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
I'm so sorry. But I'm not. I had no fear of my family. If anybody has a question about that, I didn't have any fear of my family.
Now look, she just said she doesn't know anybody in the holler is related to her. Now she's just telling you she has no fear of her family in the holler. This is the people she's talking about because that's who Shay was talking about. So again, contradiction and lies.
I don't even know where else to go with that. I think that she was being, very overprotective because, she's very mad at Squall. When whose chat? I don't know. Someone's chat that I was trying to look at today. It was asked,
Hang on, baby. Keep talking because I'm trying to figure out what I did with my medicine and I hope I didn't drop it on my floor. So in my cat or my grandson, so I've got to look for it. So just continue talking and hold a fort down for me, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I don't know where Sage went, but and I can't read the chat or anything.
I can see it. I'm looking on my floor.
Okay, good.
Go ahead and talk, baby. Say
Oh,
what you
Lord.
were saying.
Okay, so I feel like that Shay was being, quite overprotective of me. She was the one who was worried about it, like me going there. I was not worried about me going there. I know right from wrong, and I don't know. I don't want to say like I'm a good person. I'm a person, I don't want anybody to think that like family was trying to hurt me,
Okay. Now, did you just hear that? She just said a name, Emily. So I believe Squall's name is Emily.
that I was in danger of some. But there is another person, and I saw it in it today, and someone has said it, and everyone, if I say this name, I don't know what's going to happen because I've already told everyone this name, but no one wants to hear it. And, they say, oh, no, that's bad. There's a million reasons why people take up for this person. And that's fine because I don't know, saying that I know their story or anything.
Yeah.
But for some reason, even with you can say that person is causing me grief. Perhaps.
Yeah. I think I know who you're talking about. I
Yeah,
didn't know if you were talking about the other person. So I was trying to figure out which direction you were going.
Well, I mean, Squall, I trusted Squall. I like Squall. But at the end it just got a little freaky. And that's why, I just blocked her.
Yeah. Well, she
And,
blocked me and I didn't even have words with her. So
it got kind of weird, and she did a post, and it's like that she sent to me of Benny and said that Benny's in Beach Creek, and no, it wasn't the last post it wasn't the last little bit that but some of where we talked, she released like a threat, like, hey, we talked a long time, I'll release everything. I have no idea,
but the video,
on her community page right now.
So obviously all these people were fighting, including Squall. I don't know why. I'm not into it. So why are they pulling me into their BS?
Now,
the picture she sent you
Hello, Sugar Moon Garden.
of Benny was
Hey, Katie Kitty.
from the same one that was on Jody Sue Brown's, right?
right.
The one where Benny was in Beach Creek back in, what was it, January of last year when Heels on the Ground was there and he was wearing he came down the hill. Jody Sue took that picture. She blacked out the bottom part of it so you couldn't tell where the location was, right? And then she posted that to her community tab and claimed that Benny was in Beach Creek.
Absolutely.
She wasn't the only one that said that, right?
Well, I mean,
Now,
I got a message, that was what was going on. And, I'm like, all right, because it makes no never mind to me. I don't know him. I don't,
mhm.
I don't know
Well-
why I would even be messaged about that. But,
Well, I got a message too that very morning from someone, and I'm not going to say who that someone is because that's that person's right to say it. And I'm trying to protect that person a little bit right now. And
Who are you protecting, Sage? Can you tell us who was that person?
so that person sent me the same thing that, oh gosh, Benny's in Beach Creek. And then Benny goes live, and then we all learned that no, he wasn't in Beach Creek. Well, there was
Right.
a common person who was spreading all of this. You know what I mean? Who's alleged to tell Jody Sue everything.
well, that was kind of my thing. It was like, for one, this information is wrong. And, it was, a little silly kind of tiffed. And it was, she says Jody Sue has spies in Beach Creek. And I just am mean back. And I say, I have spies in Beach Creek, which I don't have spies in Beach Creek. You know what I'm saying?
So she tells people she has spies in Beach Creek, and now she's backtracking. She doesn't have spies in Beach Creek.
But I do have family. I couldn't.
Now, isn't this the family she just said she doesn't know in Beach Creek? But she has family in Beach Creek. Contradiction, contradiction, contradiction.
I don't know. I don't want to be mean to her, but I just had to end that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And with the other party also being brought up, she's bringing the party up to me a lot, but she doesn't want to do anything about it. It's like you can do something about it, but I don't know. I just feel like it's a big mess because, Shay got very overprotective. Like I said, I didn't even listen to all of it, but I know some. No one there would hurt me,
Meaning your family.
My Alexa just started talking. I don't know why.
We wouldn't hurt you.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
I'm 43. We went this long,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I didn't really, I didn't want to interrupt her live. I just there was a few things that I had to straighten out.
Yeah, if there's something wrong, something's been said wrong, then you need to do that because if not, it grows. I'm not sure really what you're referring to that was wrong in that live, but I mean, I do know what you just said, but anything else? I mean, because you and I have not talked prior to me making this live. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That
We never worked together. I've never worked with anyone. I did try to get. Okay, the last bout with YouTube, I did try to talk with people. I had to work. I didn't not had to. Would contact Adrian Jenny to help me, get my videos and everything. And so I did talk to people, but there was never let's take down.
She's referring to videos for court. She was contacting Jenny and Krama to get information for court. But other YouTube creators weren't involved, right?
On one person or, anything like that. Everybody's been very respectful in the community. But there's that little bit of truth or fact or lie, that no one wants to come out and say, which I don't either.
I have no clue what she's talking about. If she knows the truth or a fact or a lie, then she needs to come out with it.
But I don't really know what to do at this point.
I know. And see, I don't even know that person. And so I just know what's being said about me. And I don't appreciate what's being said about me. And
I personally have no clue what the hell you're talking about.
it's not fair. I mean, number one, that sounds childish. It's not fair. it's not right to sit there for people to go out there and say, oh, be careful. You know what I mean? She's talking to law enforcement. You know, no, I'm not.
That's
You know,
another.
if I was talking to law enforcement, I would have already known that Jody Sue Brown
Country Christian, I am reading chat. What am I missing?
wasn't a suspect. I'm the one that asked Shay to call Hawkins County to find out if Jody Sue Brown was a suspect.
Honey, I don't know who's lying because I don't even know what they're talking about at this point, except for that I've seen Shay's live, and Shay was stating that Chicken on a Stick was in danger in Light Holler because her family was trying to record her, and there was a crime in the 60s or 70s that put Chicken on a Stick's life in danger. That's what this is over. This was after the first, this was the same day, but after the first time Chicken on a Stick came on Sage's panel and before me messaging Sage about the last video. So I don't really know what this is about.
Right.
That's a fact.
I understand.
So if I was law enforcement, I don't have law enforcement in my phone like I was accused of today, right? Saying,
Oh, honey, I can't get to that right now because when I'm screen sharing, I have to read the comments on my phone. I can't switch. I can't message you back until after my live. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm not that good at this.
that because that's what Shay said to me today. She said that because I knew there was something going on, and I'm like, what the hell? And other people were telling me stuff, and I was like, hey, just don't contact me no more. I'm done. Right. Next thing I know, I'm being told by her that I said that I had law enforcement listening in on my phone, listening in on my messages, listening in on all my texts.
Well, here's the thing. She also told me she was in contact with TBI and that she had to keep I have to keep things quiet till next week. So apparently Shay's lying. I don't know what's going on between them, but according to Sage, she does have contact with them. And here she's saying she doesn't.
That is a bold-faced lie. She said that she had proof of that. I mean, that I had said that. I said, send me the proof. Because I know that if I said it, she would have proof of it. See what I mean?
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to let her play that shit with me. And I said, no. I said, send me the proof of it. She goes, well, I knew that before you even did your live. I said, I said in my live, and I said to you, I don't know what she hears, but what I said to her, and I said in my lives, was that when I spoke to law enforcement, I asked them, did I need to stop having my channel? Could my channel damage what I was doing on my channel? Could it damage Summer's case? Y'all can go back and listen to my lives. It's there. Several times I've said it. Ask them if what I was doing, could it damage Summer's case? They told me no, not so far, and I could continue.
So why can't she release what she knows, and why does it have to stay quiet?
And I said, okay. And so I was. That is the exact statement that I have said. At no time have I ever said that law enforcement is listening in on my phone or listening in on my calls or listening in on my computer or in my messages. If they are, I'm not aware of it.
Right.
But if someone else that I'm communicating with is dirty, they damn well might be listening in on everything unbeknownst to me. So I've got to ask them, what are you doing that is bringing that attention my direction?
I mean, like for me, I don't think I hold any valuable information, that like is worth anything. But, like if law enforcement needed to, listen to any or search any of my devices.
That's not what she said in her court papers. In the court papers, she says that we are ruining her credibility in the Summer Wells case.
They're more than welcome. They could come right now. It's cool.
Yeah,
Um,
same here. Go for
um,
it. You got my permission. I'm saying it right now.
yeah, me
Anyone's
too.
listening in. Bring it
Yeah.
on.
Well, right. That's funny. But everything else, it's just too. It's. I don't know. I don't want to upset anybody, but
No,
I
I
don't
didn't
want-
either.
No, I don't want, as the same as you. I didn't want, I don't want my name to be dragged through the mud or whatever any more than it hasn't already been.
Then stay off of YouTube, chicken on a stick.
Mhm. I understand that. But I'm trying to figure out what's happening to a missing child.
Well, yeah, that's what it all boils down to. It's like in the end, the most important thing here that so many people have lost sight of, and we have talked about this before. It's summer. It's summer.
I agree with that sentiment.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't
I'm-
care who's talking to who, what local they're talking to. I don't need somebody to say, oh, they're trying to get my local, my source, this, that, and the other. I don't give a crap who they're talking to. Right?
right.
That's
Yeah.
not my thing. You don't need to tell me. You don't need to hook me in with whoever. I never even asked that.
Right.
All I wanted to do was have somebody to talk to about Summer's case.
Well, and I gave you that opportunity, but you turned it around and making crazy accusations against me.
Right. Like, sharing and collaborating, which, that's what I'm about. Sharing and collaborating. It's not. And
Exactly.
And like I said, I'm not a wealth of information. I just happen to live here.
But I thought you didn't live there. I thought you moved away in 98 or 99.
But
Now, can I ask you, since we're on the subject,
yes.
how did no, I'm not going to ask that. Never mind. That's not my place to bring out. So I'm not going to say it. Never mind. Apologize.
Okay. Are you sure?
It was yeah, I'm going to ask it. So when so it can clear it up. You reached out to Squall, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Because that's it. I just said that earlier that I didn't reach out to locals. They reached out to me, and I just told everybody who the two locals were that I've ever reached out to that I'm aware of was a local, and that was Andy and Don Wells.
Right.
What about Scott, Sage? What about Scott?
So you
reached
out.
Reached out to you and also reached out to Squall.
Right. All right.
Now she just said never mind.
Oh,
Okay.
and no one. Well, I've already talked about that. Okay.
I know it's hard for me to keep my train of thought right now too. So I'm all scattered around.
I just like to bust into all of this, but I just needed to get some things clear and.
You can come up on my channel anytime you feel that you need a place to clear up some misinformation, especially if that misinformation.
Of course, Sage, because you love the drama. You love it. You love to keep this going.
Information is regarding yourself.
Well, I mean, this rarely happened. So, this is, I don't really know what this is. This is, I guess, YouTube, right?
I guess it's not the kind of YouTube I want to be a part of.
Well, it's exactly what you're part of.
Right. I feel you on that one, sister.
Yep.
But I will let you get back to it, and we will talk another time.
Okay. So that's pretty much it with the whole Shay thing. But do you guys understand where I'm coming from here? I don't want to fight with these people. They're lying. I'm not the one that chopped up messages. I just didn't want people to see about my dead mother, and I didn't want to dox people. It was no more than my theory that we were talking about prior. And I think it's important people see that. And after tonight, I do not want to address this again. Sage, if you have something to say it. From this point on, I'm ignoring you. Okay? we're no longer speaking. I'm actually, when I'm done with my live, I'm going to block you. Okay? All right, guys. I've been on here for 3 hours. Wow. That's a long live. I haven't done that in a long time. I hope you guys got a better understanding. Hopefully, the next week or two, I'm going to be getting my shit together for my channel. Yes, I will still be covering summer, but there will be lots of changes. I will be covering other cases. I'm excited. Stay tuned for my Olive Thomas stuff. I want to make it fun. If you're in my Facebook group, you'll be able to see videos and stuff that I'm posting from other creators concerning Olive Thomas. She was a famous silent movie film actress whom I'm related to in real life. Don't know much about her because I never really researched her, but my great grandmother used to have a huge portrait of her on her wall, and I used to wonder, who's that lady? And they would tell me. I know there's a lot of speculation surrounding her death, and I really want to cover it and just look at it and have fun with it and see what you guys think. So I'm going to post videos over the next week or so, and then I'll have a live to come cover that. In the meantime, I'm still figuring other things out. I am still covering summer, but my channel is going to make a lot of changes. I hope you guys all have a really good night. Hold on, let's see. Just because Sage is selective about... Right, it don't count. It's ridiculous, and she's not selective. She's a shit starter. She likes to start shit, and that's exactly what she's done to me. She's throwing shit at the wall and seeing what will stick. Unfortunately, I'm done with the stupid games, so that's that. But anyways, just, pay attention to my community posts, join my Facebook group, Crime and Chill with Crystal. Keep an eye out for my Olive Thomas information that's going to be coming out, and I look forward to the next live. Thank you all for joining me tonight and listening to me vent and bitch. I'm sorry I had to do it again. I'm trying to get past this, guys. Think from here on out, I'm just going to start ignoring it, okay? I think that's what I have to do. So it's not going to end unless I do that. But I hope you guys all have a very, very, very great night. And thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Happy birthday, Summer. I will be putting out a birthday video for her later today. Let's send some prayers up for everybody involved in the case, innocent or not. Let's hope good things, and let's just pray we get answers for Summer soon, okay? Talk to you guys all later. Bye.